Oh, dang it. Hey, guys. Just was, might look into a new case. I don't know if you guys were watching the Darley case, but Rich, who knows Darley, is friends with or not friends, I shouldn't say friends, but has like this case that he wants me to cover with him. He has the girl's mom wants to, I guess, come on. So that might be kind of cool. I don't know much about it, but I'm gonna look into it. I guess it's a missing person that it is old. It's from 2010, but one of the titles, it says she stepped off the school bus and never seen again. Oh, I guess her mom wants to come on. I want to check it out. It's Allie. Wait, what is it? Allie. Wait, hold on. Allie. Sorry, I'm Allie Lowiser. Huh. By the way, I sent you. Okay. Sorry. What's up, Poetic Infatuation? So what I decided to do today is I am going to do the Wade stuff. So what I was going to do is I am going to do the Brian Winchester. It's really a Denise Williams and Brian Winchester, Michael Williams, that case. It's like a murder / kidnapping case because it's two different things into one. But what I decided to do today, because that's going to be like a big thing, like a big long video. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to do all the Wade stuff, and I am going to do the Wade's involvement in it. And then the next live, I'm going to go into the Brian one. And the Brian one is so interesting, the Brian Winchester case. But I'm just going to do Wade's involvement in it, and then I'm going to do the rest of the stuff on the Wade, like some of the incidents, jail incidents, and yeah, that's enough to probably keep us busy for a while. So, what do you guys think? Hey, KV. Hey, Deb. And then maybe tomorrow I'll do we are going to do a little bit of the Brian Winchester stuff, how they met and stuff. But to get into the case, I'll do that like tomorrow probably, or the next day. Hopefully you guys aren't disappointed. Okay, let's do it. Hi, Chief. I should wait a little bit so you guys could get in here. Yeah, so I have it all the pages. So yeah, we'll do Wade's involvement, him choking out a guy. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different, 6 different things that I'm gonna go over. Okay, cool. On a doggy walk, cool. Hey, Betsy. Hey, Elvin. Whew. Have you guys ever like drank a lot of water at a time and then felt like kind of nauseous? I mean, I know. Have you ever seen that one thing that happened when they did the water contest and the person died? That was actually freaking Lori Vallow's brother. He did the radio contest. That's crazy. I just thought of that. Where they had like a contest of like, or wait, something about drinking the most water or something. And he was a radio DJ, and he actually, I think he got sued because the person died. But it's nothing like that. What I'm talking about is just like you take like maybe like a couple big chugs, and it's just like kind of like too much, and you kind of get nauseous. Okay, yeah. Why does that do that? I always take like a bunch of water. I don't know why I say it like that. Before I start my live, I'll like drink like a chug a little bit, so like I'm hydrated. Whew, yeah, I'm kind of nauseous. Haven't responded yet, but Wade's eyebrows. Wade's eyebrows. Wait a minute. I'm just reading off her name, and then I just realized what you're saying. Oh my God, that is too funny with his little flakes of crust in his eyebrows. Hold on a second. So no, I didn't, but I'm almost taking that as a good sign, because I'm thinking if they just are going to say no, sorry, it's all that's available, they respond right away when it's a no. That's why I was like, I expected it right away because anytime I do that and it's like something that's gonna be a no and nope, can't have it, it's already answered, they do it right away, right? Well, I haven't got a response yet. So I'm hoping that means that they're working on it. And therefore I'll probably get a response when it's done. I'm guessing, I'm hoping. Unless if they're just really busy, but normally with a no, they are like right on it. I know that's funny. Wade's eyebrows. This medicine I'm taking makes me so nauseous. What medicine, Harley? Allie. That made me laugh. Thanks for that. It was just so fun. It's funny anyway, but it was funny because I was just responding, like not even realizing, just like, oh, that's your name, and I was just responding, saying it, and then it just like was like one of those. It hit me like right after I said it. Like I don't know the way it hit me. It was just so funny. It's like, wait a minute. Oh, that's funny. Ozempic. Oh, you're taking Ozempic. Let me know how that is. Where are you taking it for? Like, isn't that for like diabetes type stuff? But are you taking it for that or weight loss? Because I know a lot of people do. I guess do it for weight loss. I don't know, but isn't it actually a diabetes medicine for like it helps with your sugar levels or something, right? They've denied. Well, hold on. It's like on the tip of my head or tip of my. I can't think because something that just recently. Oh, the Wade stuff, they responded right away about the Wade interviews. That was like right away that same day within the hour. I mean, not even an hour. It was just like right away. Like they were just read it right away and responded and twice because I asked for it twice that day and they responded really quickly back. But even before that, I'm trying to think what else. There, oh wait, there was stuff where I thought, hold on, oh my god, it's on the tip of my tongue. Um, I'm trying to think what else I ordered because I think it had to do with I don't know, I can't think right now, but let me get back with you on that. There's been a few. It's besides the disc, there's been a few other ones where it'd be like something like I order and you only get like a part of it and you're like, "Wait, I ordered this, where's that?" And then they respond right away and be like, "No, that was not available," and they'll give you a reason or whatever. Or sometimes they just don't give you a reason, really. So that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, there's been a few of those. Because, I always ask for, like, a bunch of stuff, so you don't always get all the stuff you ask for, so but I'll always be like, "Hey, where's that?" And they're like so that's what I mean, and since they didn't, that might be a good sign. Maybe they're working on it, which kinda sucks, though, because I asked for it all, so why I mean, I was pretty clear. Why would I just want a month? Like, why would I ask for it and then just be like, "I just want that month." Well, I mean, I guess somebody could, but I went back to look at my request and I definitely asked for it all. So, okay. So, hey, Slow, what up? What up? Um, wait, what? Curious about the essay info too. There's a lot missing. What do you mean a lot missing? I don't know. What are you referring to? Which essay stuff? Because feel like, did you watch? Are you talking about the 2014 one? I had one that was actually more detailed than the one that was the common one going around because I went kind of deeper and like got more stuff with that. Like I had the unredacted one, like where I had the girl's name and everything, but of course I redacted it before I shared it. But I had like I was able to, yeah, because all the other ones, her name is redacted, but I was able to find one where they didn't even redact her name. Um, and actually she's doing really good. I don't know mentally, but I looked her up. I found who she was, and she seems to be doing really good as far as like what she's doing with her life. The girl that he RA or R'd in 24 would be 24 15 14. Yes, December 2014. Um let me put it this way. She has like her own little business that she's doing really good. So, but So yeah, I mean mentally, I mean maybe not. You know what I'm saying? I mean she went through a traumatic experience, but It looks like she's doing good, at least with her life. Anyway, okay, so you guys ready? I'm gonna start with what's because I'm gonna continue where we were at. Um, so I'm gonna start with the next thing we're gonna be going over is the stuff with him and Brian Winchester. Like I said, I'm just gonna read the part of his involvement with that case, and hopefully it'll kind of like spark an interest for you guys to, come back when I do that case because it's so interesting. That's what I've been doing all day today is watching other stuff on it to like gather more stuff to go over. Okay, so like it's a true crime case. You know what I'm saying? It just happens to involve Wade because they met in jail. That's all. Actually it was really big. Like, you know how like law and crime or like, when they do things like it was basically a lot of people were interested in it at the time, I should say. So hopefully you guys will be. And I feel like I have some stuff that's not out there. Like I haven't seen out there on videos, like his writings and stuff. I haven't seen that anywhere. And one of it's not a long interview, but like a shorter interview of his son. That wasn't. I don't. That wasn't at the trial or anything. Not that I saw. So it's definitely be interesting. Okay, so let's do it. I got it up already. I'm just rambling on. I was kind of waiting for people to come in. All right. I'm gonna be burping a lot. I feel like because I drank a lot of that. I've been hooked on. My mom got me a case of that water that I like with the carbonated water. I love that stuff because number one, it fills you up. It's like pop. It fills you up with the carbonation, but it only has 5 calories. I don't know how that's possible. It's so sweet. I swear it freaking tastes like pop. Like I haven't drank pop in years. I'll drink it like on a special occasion. I'm saying like I drink pop probably once or twice a year. I'll have like a glass. I quit pop like a long time ago and I just never crave it or anything. But my dad, like years ago, I would say when he probably like 5 years ago, maybe he went to Sam's Club and brought those waters home. And I was like, here, you want to try this? So good. It's like, oh my God, it's actually like a pop, no sugar, 5 calories. It doesn't even have that bad sugar substitute. Remember, we were looking and it just has like a little bit of natural juice, 5 calories, carbonated, tastes like freaking pop. I don't get it. No, not LaCroix. That's so gross. Oh my God. LaCroix reminds me of throw up, like puke. No, it's that stuff. What's it called? I always forget what it's called. I showed it one live and some people have tried it. Ice. I think it's called ice or something. LaCroix. Oh my God. That stuff is so bad. Does anybody like LaCroix? It reminds me of like seriously, sour, like it has like a bitter sourness. Like I don't know why I think of like throw up, like almost not like chunky throw up, but like if you like I don't know. I'm gonna gross you guys out, but it's just like, oh, it's so gross. Sparkling ice, that's what it's called. Thank you, Elvin. Try it. It doesn't have that gross taste like the other flavor water. And I've tried other flavor waters too, because my dad tried like another one, and then my mom they used to send some free ones from Hello Freshes. They all taste like that LaCroix. It all tastes like almost like a bitterness to it. Sparkling ice is the only one I found that does not. It tastes like pop. It tastes like, I don't know how it has 5 calories. I really don't. I would recommend it to anybody like trying to quit pop that wants to quit it, like quit drinking it. Try that. They have a bunch of different flavors. I recommend it. It's cheap. They're really cheap. Um, Try it. I'm telling you, especially if you're trying to quit pop, because pop is so bad for you. And it gives you that satisfaction of the carbonation. It's sweet. It's not, I mean, it's obviously not going to be as sweet as pop, but I mean, to me, it tastes, I feel like it's almost as sweet as Sprite. I mean, maybe not quite because but it's still like, it doesn't leave you wanting like it doesn't leave you thinking like, man, this isn't sweet enough to me. Now I know I should. I'm sorry. I'll shut up, but it's so good. And I'm just trying to help somebody out because I'm serious, guys. Pop's bad for you. So try to check it out. Oh my God, I love Ramoon, the candy from the High Chews, that flavor, but I don't know what honeydew Ramoon. Ramoon, is that they have that flavor on ice? This what is it, sparkling ice or whatever? What was it called again? I don't remember. All right, I better start. I can't even ever. I know the look of the bottle. That's and I know it says something ice. Is it sparkling, right? Or something. It's really good. It's got like a little long bottle. It's like long and thin, kind of. Okay. I was drinking it. I actually was drinking on the last live. I don't know if I showed it much on the last live. I had it right here, but I did talk about it on a couple lives ago. All right, you guys ready? Hi, Karen. Yeah, LaCroix is disgusting. I don't know how people like that. I'd rather drink water. I basically drink water all day. That's well, coffee. I like water and coffee. And then I like those, but I have those I normally don't have every day. That was like a treat. But lately I have been having them every day because I think I'm developing a little bit of an addiction to the carbonation. It makes sense why pop is so addicting so quick. Okay, so I put this in here to remind me if you guys were wondering. Does it say? I put so I knew where it starts, but this is Wade's involvement. So yeah, if you guys, so this is basically, I feel like I should tell you like a little bit of background to this. So basically, Brian Winchester, he hired or one day so he was married to, I think her name was Kathy, and Brian are actually here. Hold on. I should give you like a rundown of the case a little bit. I'm not going to go into detail, but so you're aware of like what is, so it kind of makes sense. Okay, hold on one second. So let me just show you some pictures too. So this is Brian Winchester, okay? This is Brian and Denise. This is Denise Williams. Well, so she was married. Okay, she was married to, I'll show you this guy. This guy, right? Let me find a more recent picture of him. I guess I'll just do this one. So she was married to this guy right here, okay? Brian Williams or Michael. Oh my God, I'm getting the names all mixed up now. Hold on a second. Yeah, Mike Williams. That's right, Mike Williams. I was like, why am I like having a? So she was married to him. They were all four like friends in high school. Him, Denise were married at first, and Brian. And let me see if there's a picture of Kathy somewhere. I don't know if I have a picture of her, but he was married to a person named Kathy. But they were all friends in high school. It's here, look. Denise, this was her in high school, and this was Brian and Mike. They were best friends. Okay, isn't that something? They were best friends, right? So Brian married Denise. Or Mike married Denise. I'm sorry, I'm really confusing you. Mike married Denise. Brian married his high school sweetheart. Okay. Here's a wedding picture of Michael and Denise. Here's pictures of them. That's Brian, Michael, and Denise. These were high school sweethearts. They married each other. Brian married his high school sweetheart. Okay. Here's another picture of Denise and Mike, right? I'm just showing you so you guys could get some visuals here. Here's another one, yeah. Here's a picture of Brian when he was younger. Anyway, so here's a picture of Mike and Denise. So what happened is Denise and Brian started having an affair with each other while these two were still married. They were both still married to their people. They started having an affair. Well, Brian and Denise, here, let me bring them two up. So these two right here, that's yeah, they aged real good. Let's do this one so you can kind of recognize. So yeah, Brian and Denise conspired, and this was a long time ago. This was what year? They got away with it for such a long time. like over a decade. Let me see. I don't know the year. I know it was a long time ago, like 90 something, or hold on. No, maybe not that long ago. Let me look at the year. Sorry. I was going to do this tomorrow, but I realized, gosh, you do need a breakdown. It says 2000. Wait. 2000. Sorry, not in the 90s. So in 2000, December 16th, 2000. Okay. These two planned to conspire to kill Mike, her husband. Okay. But supposedly it came out when he testified in her case that they actually were supposed to kill. The deal was he was supposed to kill his wife too, but he didn't want to go through with it because he still cared for her. But he didn't want to tell Denise that so he acted like, sure, I'll do it, but they never ended up doing it. So they killed her husband, right? They both conspired to kill him, and they said, let's go. It'll be like a duck hunting, because they were duck hunters, and they're like, it'll look like a duck hunting accident. And supposedly she thought, he was gonna like push him over on the boat, and then he was just going to kind of die and drown in the lake or whatever, right? But Brian, he did it a different way, where he ended up shooting. He pushed him into the water, but then he said, he felt like he was going to come back to the boat, so he shot him. He ended up shooting him, and then went back for his body and buried him, right? They got away with it for over 20 years. Okay, but then comes the kidnapping, which actually, I got to see what year that happened. I think that was 20, because there's two things going on here. I guess I could look at my documents because that's what the case I have. I just want to see if I could Google real quick the kidnapping. 2016. Okay. So in August 2016, he waited in her car, so they got married. They ended up getting married. He had a kid with his high school sweetheart. She had a kid with Michael. Was a baby when, I think they said she wasn't even a year old when they freaking conspired to kill Michael, it was her dad. So they each had a kid with their high school sweethearts, but they waited probably so it didn't look suspicious. But so they waited a little while after Mike died. Well, Mike just disappeared. They never found his body at the time for over 20 years. Nobody found him. He's just missing. They waited a little while, and then they ended up getting married. So then they were married for a while. Then they got a divorce. Well, they were trying to go through a divorce, and they were going through like the court stuff. So one day she said they were already separated like 4 years. They're going through hearings. He didn't want it. He wanted to be with her. He wanted to still be with her. He waits in her car one night, waits in her car. Let me see another picture. We'll use this one. Oh no, here we go. That'll shows all four of them. He waits in her car all night. Then when she gets in it to go to work, he jumps up in the front, and we'll go over more details. I'm just trying to give you a quick summary of it. He jumps in the front, has a gun, basically tells her to drive, like turn left, turn left. She said he kept saying turn left. She wouldn't turn left. He's like begging her, like, don't divorce him and blah, blah, blah. Just begging her. He didn't want her to divorce him, right? So she goes into CVS parking lot because she knew there was cameras there. She's like, I don't know what he wanted me to turn left, but I didn't. I wouldn't turn left. She ends up talking him down, said, well, okay, let's talk. I promise I won't go to the cops. She ends up going to the cops. And what happens is he ends up basically, he was going to get life for this kidnapping because it was like aggravated kidnapping with a firearm. It could have carried a life sentence. Okay. So he made a deal because they were kind of onto him. They've been looking into this case, and you'll see when we watch her interrogation, like they're asking her, they're like, when we catch him, because she, like, when she goes to the cops about what he did, when we catch him, like, they had a feeling that he possibly was involved in it, but that maybe he told her or she was involved. So they're trying to get it out of her. And they're like, when we catch him, he's probably, what's he going to say or whatever. So anyway, he ends up making a deal where he says, if I tell you what happened, basically, you can't charge me with it. He got immunity for the murder to basically get her, right? So he, doesn't even get charged for the murder. He only gets charged for that kidnapping charge, or there's a couple, charges with that the assault charge that he had on her, like whatever came with that. He still got 45 years, but that could have been a life sentence. He ended up getting 45 years is what he got. So I think she ended up getting life. Hold on, let me see actually. But can you imagine getting away with it for, well, I guess 16 years, right? Well, no. Yeah, 16. Well, let me see when the thing was. Hold on. Denise Williams. Sorry, I don't know the date yet because 30-year. Oh, no. She will only have to serve out a full 30-year sentence for her role in conspiring. So she didn't get life. She got 30 years. Okay. So, so like I said, we're going to get in depth on the next live. I want to go over the specifics of that case because it's freaking interesting, and I have all his writings, which are interesting, like stuff, like it's like almost like diaries of like all kinds of stuff he's thinking, and why he wanted to be with Denise and all this crazy stuff. His like talking about like when he was a kid and stuff he experienced. It's just really interesting. Okay, so yeah, she gets 30 years. It was 2018 when she got convicted of first-degree murder. And she got 30 years. He got 45, which is crazy because his was kidnapping, hers was conspiring to murder. But I mean, they knew he is the one that murdered Mike too. They just couldn't charge him for it, right? Because he got the immunity. But anyway, so that's it, right? So he meets Wade in jail. I think it was 2016. He meets Wade in jail and he knew Wade was about to get out. So he wanted him to help him when he got out because he's in jail. So he basically asked Wade to help him out when he got out of jail. Well, I guess Wade asks him, he says, well, I could have her killed. Like, I'm a hitman. We could have her killed. And Brian said, no, like, that's not what I wanted. Like, don't even say that. That's not what I want. He basically, which we'll go over what he wanted, but he wanted him to almost like find like fake witnesses to help with the kidnapping case and stuff. So that's what we're going to go over here. Okay, so did I explain it good enough, guys? There is going to be more specifics, but I just wanted to give you like a very general overview. Okay, here's another picture here's a picture of Brian when he was younger. Oh, that's Mike 1. Oh, actually, look at this. Hold on. Which I'll probably show this on the Brian video too when I just cover this case. But I might as well look. Let me show you this video I found today. Mike and Denise ended up getting on news for some reason when they had Ansley, their daughter. They had, when she was newborn. So there's a little video of it. But remember, it wasn't long after that she conspired to have it murdered after this video we're going to watch. I'll play it real quick and then we'll go into the Wade stuff. Hold on.
Days after her.
That's the wrong one. Hold on. That's the wrong video. Oh, wait. Maybe it is the right one. Oh, yeah, it is the right one. Sorry. Okay, there we go. Can you guys hear it? Well, hold on. Hold on. I don't hear it yet.
Try again to get out.
Okay.
This Tallahassee woman will try again to get out on bond. That request filed just days after her arrest in her husband's murder. Denise Williams' arrest coming 18 years after her husband vanished. Mike Williams disappeared while duck hunting in December 2000 and was later declared dead. We discovered video of the couple in much happier times in our WCTV archives. This footage from 1999 as Denise and Mike Williams welcomed a new baby, their daughter born on the eve of Mother's Day 19 years ago this week.
We're just totally overwhelmed. She was due Tuesday, and she would have made me wait a whole nother year for Mother's Day. So she came yesterday so I could enjoy this day today with her.
It was unbelievable. I have a whole new respect for my wife and women in general and what they go through to bring a new child, new life into the world.
The indictment issued this week says within a year of that baby's birth, Denise Williams started plotting her husband's murder. Her attorney says she had nothing to do with it. Now, the indictment accuses Williams of conspiring with her husband's friend, Brian Winchester. The state attorney not saying yet whether he, too, will face charges in Mike Williams' murder. We were surprised to find that old footage. Mike Williams' mother telling us, "I want you to play it. I want everybody to see it." And she asked people to pray for the couple's daughter, who turned 19 this week. We also reached out to Denise Williams' attorney as well. He contends the video shows Mike and Denise were happily married, devoted to each other, and loved their little girl.
Okay. Okay, so let's read. We're just going to jump into Wade's part, like I said, and then the next slide we'll get into more into the case. Okay, so let me exit out of these pictures. All right, so this is it has the date right here, and this was in 2017. Okay, so it says, on June 6, 2017, I responded to the state attorney's office in reference to meeting with a Leon County detention inmate, Wade Wilson. My presence was requested by ASA Andy Rogers. Let me put this away. Okay. Also present for the conversation was Special Agents Will Mickler and Mike Devaney with the Florida Department of Law Enforcement. Ooh, hold on. I got to check my mic to make sure I have it on there. There's certain checks I do when I start it. Okay. So, and then it talks about State Attorney's Office Investigator Jason Newland and Public Defender and blah, blah, blah. And then Jessica representing Wade Wilson, the Public Defender Jessica, who represented him. The meeting, let me make this bigger. I always forget because I don't need it bigger, but for you guys. All right, there we go. I know some people like to read. I like to read it myself, so that's why I always try to make it so people could read it. Okay, so the meeting was set up at the request of Wade. He provided the following information. Wade was arrested and in custody at the Leon County Detention Center, Pod L. During his time at the jail, Wade became acquainted with Brian Winchester. He first met Brian in November or December 2016. Wade was one of the only few inmates Brian associated with. Brian became aware of the possibility of Wade being released from jail and solicited his assistance in helping Brian's current case by raising a reasonable doubt when his case goes to trial. Brian approached Wade, who initially agreed to help Brian, but later changed his mind. Brian pled with Wade to help him the night prior to his release, and Wade again agreed to do so. Brian provided Wade a phone number and told Wade to get a burner phone and call the number upon his release. Wade did as instructed, and when he called the number, a male answered the phone. The male told Wade to call him Winchester. Winchester was later identified as Kevin Winchester, Brian's cousin. Kevin and Wade arranged a meeting in the area of North Monroe Street and Sharer Road in Tallahassee. The two met and Wade spoke with Kevin, who was driving a gold pickup truck with 2 doors, a camper top, and dark tinted windows. Kevin did not exit his truck, but opened his driver's side door to speak to Wade. He told Wade to follow him. Wade returned to his vehicle and followed Kevin to a closed restaurant in the area. The area is consistent with Piscato's Grill, a closed restaurant building located at 2809 Sharer Road. The two stopped at the rear of the structure, and Kevin pointed towards the bushes. Wade exited his vehicle and walked to the bushes. He found a white manila envelope. Kevin gestured with a thumb up and drove off. Wade again returned to his vehicle and left the area. Wade stopped a short time later and opened the envelope. Inside, he discovered $20,000 in cash and 15 to 20 pieces of paper. The papers had handwritten notes containing personal information for Denise and Dr. Steve Noonkin. The information included names, addresses, vehicle information, children's names, addictions, problems, and the codes to Denise's gated community and garage door opener. The addictions and problems stated Dr. Noonkin is a sex addict and his wife is addicted to cocaine and is a therapist at the Florida State University. The meeting was said to have occurred in early to mid-February 2017. Wade was released from Leon County Jail on February 7th, 2017, and met with Kevin approximately 1 week after his release. Wade contacted Kevin again via phone after about a week. He was instructed to set up scenarios which would cause a reasonable doubt in the eyes of the jury when Brian went to trial. The money was to pay possible witnesses that Wade would locate to fabricate a story to provide the scenarios. Wade advised he was given 4 scenarios, which included: 1, find a female at the Florida State University who can say she is an employee there. The female would say she knew Denise and they became close after meeting at Madison's social. Their relationship turned intimate and she would say they were sexually involved. This female would say Denise was dependent on drugs and alcohol. And one night at Denise's house, the female would learn Denise is depressed and coming down off of cocaine. The female would ask about Denise's husband, and Denise would have told the female Brian was in jail and admits to feeling guilty for putting him in jail. The female would also talk about the 2 being sugar babies to Dr. Noonkin. The female would be instructed to meet with Brian's attorney and then going to the state attorney's office to provide a statement. Later, she would testify in court in an attempt to obtain a reasonable doubt with the jury. Number 2, find a person who would act as a cocaine dealer. He would also be asked to speak with Brian's attorney in the state attorney's office about Denise having a cocaine problem and buying greater amounts of cocaine. He would testify to Denise buying lots of cocaine. The dealer would say he's trying to clean up, and another ulterior motive to come forward would be the fact that Denise owes him money for the cocaine she has obtained from him. 3, find someone who would testify to attending the sex addiction meetings Dr. Noonkin went to. The person would testify he is good friends with Dr. Noonkin and heard Dr. Noonkin is doing better with his addiction and currently in a relationship with Denise. Number 4, find someone to say they were fishing in the pond behind Denise's residence. He would testify he saw Brian and Denise talking in a calm manner outside of Denise's house on the day of the incident, and Brian was invited to get into Denise's vehicle. After considering what was asked of Wade, he no longer wished to assist. He contacted Kevin and met him in the area of the Fresh Market, the Village Square Boulevard. During this meeting, Wade got into Kevin's truck. Wade told Kevin he no longer wished to assist and offered him to return the money. Kevin told him it was too late to take the money back and refused to accept it back. Kevin told Wade he knew too much and asked if he valued his life. Wade described the inside of his truck to have various animal skins inside, including what appeared to be a strip of gator and snake skin and fur. He also observed portable radio, consistent with the radios carried by law enforcement. The radio also had a collar mic attached to it. Wade stated he felt Kevin was looking at the radio, which was in the plain view, wishing he had concealed it prior to Wade entering the truck. Wade also recalled Kevin looking past him outside of the truck. This made Wade think someone else was in the parking lot watching Kevin's truck. He recalled a cowboy hat in the area of the radio during their first meeting, which was possibly concealing the radio at the time. Wade talked about meeting Kevin in person on 3 occasions. The first and second has been documented in this report, and the third took place in the area of Pocket Pool's pool hall. Kevin attempted to contact Wade on several occasions after the meetings, but Wade never responded to Kevin's attempts. Wade later went to Texas to get away from the situation. Wade was arrested in Texas for absconding from his probation in Leon County. When Wade arrived back in Leon County at the jail, he again was placed in the same pot as Brian. Brian is under the assumption the scenarios have already been set up and is still requesting Wade's assistance. He has told Wade that for his assistance, if Brian is to win at trial and gets released from jail, he would compensate Wade with $50,000 that he would obtain shortly after being released. Wade stated he spent the $20,000 on himself and his fiance. And my nose is itching. So he had $20,000 he spent on himself and his fiance. He no longer was in possession of the cash, which Brian nor Kevin is aware of. Wade still has the handwritten notes he was provided and claimed they were still at his residence in Tallahassee. an attempt to obtain a description of the male with the gold truck, Wade indicated he was aware the male trained dogs. I asked Wade if the suspect reminded him of any person he was familiar with, either personally or even a celebrity or a movie TV character. Wade stated the male resembled Brian Winchester. His facial features made Wade feel they were related. During our meeting, Special Agent Mickler contacted an FDLA analyst who completed a photographic lineup, which included a known photograph of Kevin Winchester. It was believed the suspect may have been Kevin. As it is known, Brian and Kevin are very close. Kevin was also present with Brian at the time of his arrest for this case. The lineup was video recorded and administered by Special Agent Devaney. Wade positively identified Kevin as the person he met with after being released from jail. It should be noted that after a search of David, It should be noted that after a search of David, Kevin Winchester has a gold 2008 Ford registered to him. After Wade provided his information, the meeting was concluded. The facts of this case are currently being followed, and the investigation is ongoing to determine Kevin's involvement as an accessory after the fact of the kidnapping charge in this case. It appears through his actions, Kevin is contacting Wade in an attempt to conceal the facts of the kidnapping to prevent a successful prosecution of Brian. On July 13th, 2017, Wade was released from jail. He was advised prior to his release to report directly to the sheriff's office to make contact with me. Wade was released on a state probation and placed on a GPS monitor. Upon his release, Wade failed to do as instructed. On July 14th, 2017, I contacted Florida Department of Corrections probation office in Tallahassee. According to his GPS monitor, Wade was at the probation office. I contacted his probation officer, who instructed Wade respond to the sheriff's office once his visit was completed. Wade arrived at the sheriff's office. He was escorted to his residence, and consent was obtained from his father to allow Wade to search the garage for the notes he obtained from Kevin. Wade was unsuccessful. I spoke with Wade's father, who stated they were getting ready to move out of their residence, and because of such, threw a lot of items out, including items belonging to Wade. Wade stated he left the notes on top of the Rubbermaid tote in the garage labeled for Christmas items. It appeared highly likely the notes were discarded of and the search ceased. While with Wade, he provided the fall. That's crazy though, because okay, I'm picturing it just like on top of the Rubbermaid. The notes are just like laying there. If they were throwing away stuff, I mean, you would think that they would look at what they're throwing away. So like it makes me picture like one of his parents pick up the notes to see what's on there, see if there's anything important, read them. What would they think at reading like those 4 scenarios he was supposed to do? And then they just decide, oh, we're going to throw them away. Like, I mean, yeah, but like wonder if they had, I mean, maybe they didn't read them, but imagine if, they did. And then, I mean, I guess they're used to Wade's stuff, Anyway. But maybe not everybody's like me. Maybe some people would just throw it away and not read it. I would have to like know what I'm throwing away. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't just like take something and throw it away. I'd have to make sure that it wasn't something, right? But not everybody's like that probably. Okay, so where are we at? Okay. So they're saying, yeah, it appeared highly likely that the notes were discarded of and the search ceased. While with Wade, he provided the following information. Brian provided Wade a phone number to keep in touch with the person upon Wade's release. He provided me the number and believed it was the same number he was initially provided. The phone number was, and he was also provided a series of numbers and letters from Brian and instructed to create an email account as another means of keeping in contact. Wade stated that the email address was. Wade also said he had an additional conversation with Brian about the scenarios, some of which were updated to be more believable. In the scenario with the drug dealer, it was asked to find someone who could testify. Denise requested her drug dealer to say he was asked to break into Brian's office and put child P on his computer. Another possibility was to testify that Denise attempted to pay her drug dealer to murder Brian. Wait, I'm just trying to think. So, wait, another possibility was to testify that Denise attempted. What I'm wondering though about this right here, about him trying to find somebody, have Wade find somebody to say that Denise requested this person, which is supposedly the drug dealer, to break in and put the child pee on his computer. So it makes you wonder two things. Is it because he does have it on his computer and he's kind of nervous, like it might be found on his computer? Or is it just it could be for both reasons too? Or is it because just to make it look like she does stuff like that, and you know what I'm saying? But then are they going to find that on your computer, Brian? Anyway, so was also advised that it wouldn't be good to use a person who attended the sex addiction meetings, as it could easily be disproven. Wade was asked to find someone who could testify to knowing Dr. Nungan in a different manner. I researched the number provided by Wade and determined it was issued by TrackPhone. A subpoena was submitted to TrackPhone to attempt to get a subscriber information. A response was provided and the following was determined. The phone number was a prepaid number. This account was activated February 6, 2017. The account was deactivated May 7th, 2017. The dealer was listed as Walmart, the Walmart store. The carrier was listed as singular. The account listed a customer ID of, no name was associated with the account. The same number was listed for the last name, phone number, and address. A city associated with the account was Hosford, Florida. And the response email received from Megan Menendez at TrackPhone. In the response email received from Megan Menendez at TrackPhone, she indicated TrackPhone Wireless is a prepaid phone service and a subscriber information is not required from our customers upon activation. Investigative means were used in an attempt to corroborate Wade's statements and to attempt to develop probable cause for Kevin's arrest. On August 1st, 2017, a controlled phone call placed by a member of the Leon County Sheriff's Office was placed to the phone number provided by Wade. The phone continued to ring and then disconnected. No voicemail answered. There were no prompts indicating if the phone number was still active or not. Later in the day, on August 1st, 2017, Wade contacted the sheriff's office and requested to speak to me. He stated he was being followed by someone. He was referred to the CDA to place a call for service. I contacted the CDA and they had no records of any such call for service. It appeared Wade never contacted or requested assistance from the CDA. I received a call from the Tallahassee Police Department's office duty officer. He indicated Wade was in TPD's lobby requesting to speak to me and stated he was being followed and was scared for his safety. There was no evidence at the time to substantiate this statement. Deputy Kyle Stockton made contact with Wade at TPD and stated it did not appear Wade was being followed. Wade stated he was being followed by several small SUVs, one occupied by black males. He stated he traveled from the Fort Braden area to TPD to get away from whoever was following him. His GPS coordinates provided by state probation were not consistent with Wade's statements. Ooh, surprising. I gotta take a sip. Hold on. On August 2nd, 2017, I was made aware of Wade being arrested for reckless driving by the Tallahassee Police Department. Due to Wade's arrest, no further actions can be taken to corroborate his statements made during the interview at the state attorney's office. This continuation is being documented as information. It should be noted the FDLE photographic lineup was turned over to me by Special Agent Mickler. He provided a chain of custody form and a copy of the DVD video taken during the administration of the lineup. Those items, along with a CD with the audio from the interview, were placed into evidence. Okay, so, and here's some of the evidence. Oh, no, that's evidence for the actual case, which we are going to go over because it's really, yeah, he even writes a note to his son. Like, there's so much, you guys, that like, I don't know. I didn't even get to read them all because there's so many. Okay, so now I have a couple old videos I had played like months ago when I first started covering this case. I went back and found them like in my emails because I like email my stuff, the videos. And the reason I went back, I was looking for them because remember when, you know, on that news clip, he was talking about how he got asked to, you know, kill, like somebody paid him or they wanted to pay him to kill somebody or whatever. So I went back to find like, was this? You know, because Brian did say like, yeah, Wade suggested, I'm a hitman. I could kill Denise. And then Brian said, no, don't. So I went back and found that. And it must be a whole different case because it doesn't say Denise. I'll show you. So I guess there's a couple people he offered. Actually, I think I screenshot the note, but I thought it'd be kind of interesting to go back and watch a couple of the old news clips. Okay, hold on one second. Where did I do this? I'm trying to find the screen. Oh, right here. So yeah, this is a different one, which I don't know why I just thought they were all this. It was the same one, but it wasn't. And maybe you guys knew, but here is the one with the funeral home. Isn't the Brian Winchester one? That's something different. So remember, he got this note in jail. Okay, it says next plan involves going to the funeral home and cracking my pop's safe open to extract drug money and hit money for Valerie. ADT security pin to disarm system. He gives the pin, and the crazy thing is I guess they went to that funeral home, and it is the right pin. So, like, Wade, it doesn't look like he was lying about this. This guy, I mean, obviously the guy tried to hire him. Anyway, it says in garage door code is easy ass in and out, and you can cut open safe with diamond blade demolition saw. Easy, 1/4 million in there. Could have been done already. So that's another thing. But let's watch a couple like clips before I read any more. Give me a break from reading for a minute, and then we have more incidents that are different ones from his time in Leon. All right, hold on one second. Let's watch which one first. Oh, we'll do that one later. Yeah, this one. I think this is the one I want. Yeah, this talks about this. Oh, yeah, because it does show a picture of the guy. That's right. It is somebody different. It's just been so long since I watched these that, you know, when you watch them after you know so much, it's like different because you're more familiar with more stuff. Okay. So this video was from a year ago, April 2023. Well, over a year ago. Almost 2 years ago. April 28th, 2023.
This man, Wade Wilson, is accused of brutally murdering 2 Cape Coral women, Christine Melton and Diane Ruiz. He's been in jail since 2019 awaiting trial. And recently, he sent us dozens of letters with some wild accusations. Tonight, for the first time ever, and from jail, he's talking, and it's with NBC2 anchor Kyla Gaylor.
These are all the letters Wade Wilson has written to NBC2 over the last 6 months. He really wanted to talk with us. I know what you're thinking. Why would we listen to a man accused of some pretty heinous crimes? A man with a long rap sheet at that. Well, we found out he may be involved in even more than we once realized. Wade Wilson had a lot to say in his first and only on-camera interview since he was indicted on murder charges more than 3 years ago. And I had a lot of questions. Did you kill Christine Melton and Diane Ruiz?
No, absolutely not. Absolutely not.
No surprise there, considering he pleaded not guilty. He seemed confident, even smug at times while sporting his orange jumpsuit and new face tattoos.
I'm not a monster. Yeah, I'm not a saint either by any means. I've made bad decisions in the past, of course.
While Wilson is accused of taking 2 lives, he claims to have tipped off investigators about a plot to kill another woman while behind bars. According to an arrest report late last year, Tristan Gendron asked Wilson to help kill the mother of his child so his domestic abuse charges would be dropped. Wilson couldn't do it himself. He was in jail. But Gendron asked if his crew on the outside could.
He just thought that I was the person to ask for that.
This is a copy of the note Gendron wrote Wilson in jail with details of the hit job. It came with a $200,000 payout. Gendron said the money was in a safe at Gendron's funeral and cremation services in Fort Myers.
People would accept $10,000, $200,000, surely, but I'm not that type of person.
Instead, he reported it to the state attorney's office and became a sworn witness.
I don't know her personally whatsoever from a can of paint, but it doesn't matter. She's a person.
Investigators later found out there was a safe at the funeral home with cash inside, and those security codes in the note were accurate. The funeral director said the murder for hire charges are BS. As you might imagine, anyone tied to Wilson isn't keen on talking. The state attorney's office can't. We don't know all the evidence it has, but it's enough for prosecutors to go for the death penalty.
It doesn't worry me. It worries me only because of the level of corruption around here in Fort Myers that I was involved with.
We learned some of that evidence may include a confession, which Wilson says he was forced to make after he was charged.
When coming to jail, I knew that I had to get something out there as far as a confession because I was told to do that. Otherwise, my parents were going to be harmed. My children were going to be harmed.
Wilson's own father spoke on the record. He told investigators Wilson called him after spending the night with Christine Melton, asking for help. She was a server at a Cape Coral bar. Wilson's father said his son admitted to strangling Melton while she was sleeping and then rolled her up in a carpet. Wilson admits he met Melton at a bar the night before she was found dead and slept at her house, but claims she was alive when he left in her car. He told his dad he then picked up a lady, asked for directions, then choked her and ran her over so many times he made her look like spaghetti.
I was forced. That wasn't a call that I willingly wanted to make.
Investigators say that other woman was mother of two, Diane Ruiz.
As far as Diane Ruiz, I never ran across her, never seen her, and there's nothing that will say otherwise than that.
Wilson only briefly mentions Ruiz and Melton in his letters, never giving these women the dignity of saying their names, just that he was set up. He talks more often about a high-profile case of another Cape Coral woman, Lauren DeMolo, who hasn't been seen since June of 2020. Wilson admits he is trying to save his life, but it will be up to a jury to figure out fact from fiction. Are you just trying to discredit the people who are testifying against you at trial?
Absolutely not. No, I'm just trying to tell the truth.
Wilson and I covered a number of topics, more than we had time to show you and more than we could legally air. Overall, it really seemed like he is trying to bring these things up to save his own skin. Wilson's attorney filed a motion earlier this month to remove himself as counsel due to a conflict of interest. He said their relationship was so ruptured they couldn't move forward. I reached out to that attorney a number of times, but I never heard back. Wilson claims he was part of an organized crime ring. And coming up at 11, we'll tell you how that conspiracy also involved Lauren DeMolo, a local spa, and a former sheriff.
I know her family really, really wants to know what happened to her.
And I'll have more answers from Cape Coral Police, too, because I talked to them about this case as well.
I'm going to play one more news clip, and then I'll finish reading the stuff. One more here. Because it's that. You know how she said it's coming up. We're going to watch where they go into that a little bit. That one, the video that she was just talking about, basically later that night. All right, here we go. Oh,
Coral women.
sorry.
It's been nearly 4 years since Christine Melton and Diane Ruiz were murdered.
Over the last 6 months or so, Wilson sent letters to NBC2 making some wild accusations, from claiming his innocence to a conspiracy that reaches the depths of Lee County institutions. Did you kill Christine Melton and Diane Ruiz?
No, absolutely not. Absolutely not.
We wasted no time getting straight to the point. For a man potentially facing death, Wade Wilson had a lot to say. His appearance today is much more sinister than some of his early court hearings when he was first charged with murder more than 3 years ago.
I'm not a monster. Yeah, I'm not a saint either by any means. I've made bad decisions in the past, of course.
He admits he met Christine Melton at a bar during a night of drinking and spent the night at her Cape Coral home. But he claims he left the next morning and she was alive. Even your own father testified that you called him saying you met Melton at a bar, you spent the night together, you went back to her house, and you didn't know why, but you choked her, rolled her up in a carpet. How do you explain that?
Right. Well, you know, those things that were said to my father, they were said by me. Of course, they were false too.
Cape Coral police say while driving Melton's car, Wilson picked up mother of two Diane Ruiz, choked her, and ran her over multiple times. As for the confessions to his father,
I was forced. That wasn't a call that I willingly wanted to make.
Wilson claims it's all part of a conspiracy being covered up, one that he's trying to expose. He says he was recruited from Key West to be part of a crime organization in Lee County.
A lot of things that we were doing from Key West to Fort Myers, including the human trafficking, including, various other things, prostitution with the women, drug trafficking.
Wilson says some of the prostitution was happening at a local spa, and he can prove there was nefarious activity happening there. What's the proof?
Cell phone records will show, text messages will prove, and these are things that my lawyers already have.
When I called Wilson's lawyer, he wouldn't answer any of my questions. I'm not sharing the name or location of the spa. Wilson claims Lauren DeMolo worked there, Cape Coral's most well-known missing persons case. She hasn't been seen since 2020. Wilson says high-profile people use that spa, and some of the people involved in the alleged crime ring are testifying against him in his murder trial.
I am the loose end that is so easily just X'd out.
Talking with Wilson, it really does appear like he's trying to curry favor and save his own life. He talked a lot about former Lee County Sheriff Mike Scott. I talked with Scott on the phone. He told me Wilson's allegations are outlandish and not true. So now let's talk about that alleged crime ring. Fort Myers police told me they haven't found anything regarding human trafficking. Cape Coral police said the Lee County Sheriff's Office and the state attorney's office are aware of his claims, but they're not looking into it because it didn't happen within their jurisdiction. LCSO said they couldn't answer my questions, and same with the state attorney's office. And as far as Wilson's claims about Lauren DeMolo, Cape Coral police said they don't think there's any connection between the two because Wilson was locked up before DeMolo disappeared.
I wonder, oh my God, that was loud. Oh, well, I gotta exit out of that. Whoa, that was loud. Oh, I hate the intros on some of these videos where it's really loud and it's like you have it turned up. So yeah, what do you guys think? I haven't watched those in God, like what, 7-8 months. Oh yeah, shit can't be because he was in jail. But I think that's what I was gonna say. Thank you. I think isn't that the girl that Kristen brought up? So remember when he was talking to Kristen, and she's like, "Oh, they found another body or another, and maybe they said another one disappeared or whatever." And then he was like all ears because he wanted to hear it because that was like, "Ooh, there's another murder or another missing person." Then it could look like maybe there's somebody out there and it's not me. So remember how he was so interested in learning about that. I don't think Kristen said a name, but I wonder if that's who it was that she told him about. You guys remember that phone call? I don't know. I don't remember the details of exactly if she said she was just missing or they found a body. Because I don't think it would have, if they found a body, I don't think it would have been her, but it might have just been that she was missing. Anyway, yeah. Oh, okay. Then maybe it wasn't her. I thought that was like, oh, that's probably what he found out, like all about that because, remember she told him about it. Okay, so let's continue some reading. And I do have a few other new, like old news clips we could watch. I figured just for the heck of it, since we're going over like old things that happened with him. like his past stuff. Okay, so where are we at? We're on page 358. Now we have to go. You know what? Hold on one second. I just want to see something really quick. Maybe I should play another video while I'm looking up something real quick. I just want to make sure that I didn't miss anything with Wade in this case. But with the Brian Winchester thing, I'm gonna like search his name, because with this document, the name search was working for some reason. You know how I was saying, like, I can't search for terms with Adobe? For some reason, it worked with this, thank God, but hold on one second. Let me see how long this is. I might play this. Okay, yeah, let me play this. Okay, so have you guys seen, this is a quick one. Have you guys seen this? I'm going to play it while I'm looking up something here. Have you ever seen the press conference for Wade Wilson? It's a 5-minute video. I'm going to play this real quick, and then we'll continue this. Hopefully you guys don't mind. I figured watching some old videos could be kind of interesting. All right.
Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you so much for
Oh,
coming.
wait, hold on. Before I do that, I have to move over the this so I could work on it while I'm hold on. The whole point, I wouldn't be able to do it. Okay, there we go. Move it to the screen. All right, here we go.
I am State Attorney Amira Fox, and I stand here today with Cape Coral Police Chief Dave Newland and our teams from both our offices to announce the indictment of Wade Stephen Wilson for the murders of Christine Melton, age 35, and Diane Ruiz, 43, both of Cape Coral. The Lee County Grand Jury met today and returned an indictment against Wilson for 2 counts of first-degree premeditated murder. He was also indicted for 1 count each of battery, grand theft of a motor vehicle, burglary of a dwelling, and first-degree petty theft. Christine Melton was found dead in her Cape Coral home on October 7th. The body of Diane Ruiz was found on October 12th in a field in Cape Coral, 4 days after she was reported missing. I hope today's indictment brings some small comfort to the families of these victims. These 2 women were preyed upon by the defendant, and their murders impacted their families and shook our community. The Cape Coral Police Department investigated these homicides and the events leading up to them, which led to the arrest of the defendant. And I want to say a huge thank you to Chief Newland, his command staff, and the 2 detectives who worked this case, among others who stand up here with us today, Detective Bell and Detective Jones, and thank them for the absolutely excellent investigative work. They were meticulous, they were patient, and that is why we stand here today with a successful indictment for 2 counts of first-degree murder. Chief Newland, would you like to say a few words?
Yes, thank
you.
Good afternoon. As State Attorney Fox indicated earlier today, a grand jury in the 26th Circuit here in Fort Myers indicted Wade Wilson on the following charges: 2 counts of first-degree murder, 1 count each of battery, grand theft of a motor vehicle, burglary of a dwelling, and first-degree petty theft. On October 7th, officers, detectives, and support staff from the Cape Coral Police Department began investigating the death of Christine Melton. A short time later, we began investigating the disappearance of Diane Ruiz. It wasn't long before the evidence led our investigators to believe the 2 incidents were connected. Very early on, our detectives identified Wade Wilson as a person of interest. In fact, Wilson was arrested on other charges mere hours after he was identified as a person of interest. On October 10th, the body of Ruiz was located. She, like Christine Melton, was the victim of a homicide. Over the past several weeks, while Wilson was in custody, Cape Coral police officers, detectives, and support staff worked tirelessly around the clock on these 2 separate but related cases. We partnered with FDLE in their crime lab the Lee County Medical Examiner's Office, and of course, State Attorney Amira Fox and her team. I realize that there was and still is a lot of attention on these cases, and rightfully so. These types of crimes do not occur often in our community. There have also been questions as to why Wilson was not immediately charged for the deaths of Melton and Ruiz. Let me be clear. Securing a successful prosecution, ultimately a conviction in this case, is paramount. A hastily conducted investigation simply for the sake of speed, where steps could be missed, benefits no one. We had to ensure that we provided State Attorney Fox and her team with the best investigation, with all of our I's dotted and all of our T's crossed, to ensure that justice will be served. The community as a whole, and specifically the families of Christine Melton and Diane Ruiz, deserve nothing less. I am grateful for the working partnerships we have with FDLE, Lee County Medical Examiner's Office, the U.S. Marshal's Office, and of course, State Attorney Amira Fox and her entire office. I am also proud of the men and women of the Cape Coral Police Department who work so hard in these cases. Thank you.
Thank you, Chief Newland. This is a great example of the cooperation and teamwork between our office and law enforcement, and on this case with Cape Coral Police Department. Today's grand jury indictment is just the start of the process of this case as we move forward with the prosecution of the defendant. I want to thank our state attorney's homicide unit for their incredibly hard work on this case with the Cape Coral Police Department. Assistant State Attorney Andreas Gardner and Assistant State Attorney Agnieszka Asavico will be prosecuting this case. Wilson will have his first appearance tomorrow morning. Due to this being an active case, we will be unable to take any questions at this time, as this is now an active prosecution. Thank you so much for coming.
Okay. Let's start here. So that was November 19th, 2019 is when his press conference was. So that's when they first indicted him. So it took a little over a month and like 10, 11 days to do it, to, you know, charge him, indict him, whatever. Yeah. All right. Yeah, because remember they were able to charge him with that breaking and entering or whatever, where whatever they called that charge, where he basically went into that person's house and took a shower, drank some drinks, ate some food, and then the Mila stuff, the battery on her. So they had time to wait, and they were able to keep him in jail while they build up the chart, got the case together. So I don't know, Liz. It's probably because all the crap he caused, because I mean he had that escape attempt, he had the drug smuggling attempt. I don't know if that necessarily would prolong this trial, but it could be more like all the claims that he was making, and they almost had to like at least check into stuff like the, that crime ring and stuff. Maybe they had to make sure that they looked into all that. I don't really know, but some cases do take that long for some reason, and some don't. But I'm sure it's because all the hassle. He probably made it for them, right? I'm guessing. Didn't he fire a couple of attorneys too? Why do I feel like he went through some attorneys, right? Hold on, let me think here. I don't know. Oh, yeah, okay. That's what I was thinking. Yeah, Reagan, I think he did. Yep. Yeah, because I remember going through the court documents where the transcripts, they were talking about like the attorneys he went through and stuff. Yeah, okay. Yep. And COVID. Oh, yeah, COVID. Good point, CB. That probably has something to do with it too. It probably pushed it back a little bit, because that would have been right there, dude. He would have been in jail, and then a few months after is when the pandemic happened, basically. Well, I mean, it started coming into the United States. The cases were, we were hearing about cases, and then when did it become like a full blown, like, whoa, what was that? January, February, March, April. It was like, I feel like it was the beginning of the year when we first started hearing of the new cases in at least I'm in United States, in our country, or in my country, I should say, because there are there's people watching from everywhere. I feel like it was, the beginning of the year. And then I'm trying to think when it became like, was it March? Okay. March 2020. But do you remember hearing about it like beginning of the year though? You would hear like rare, there's there's a case here in this state. But before, it became widespread. It's crazy. All right, so let's continue with the document. Oh, really? Wait, did he die like in the mid of him representing him, and then that's why you had to get a new one, or are you just saying he died after, sometime after that he moved on? Hey, Soul, what's up? What up? What up? What up? Hey, allegedly Annie, with your cute little doggy. Does your dog snort? Don't those kind of dogs like snort? What kind of dog is that? Like, oh my God, I watch videos. They're so cute with the little smushed little nosy nose. I love doggies. I love doggies. Okay, yeah. I remember, I almost feel like the first case was December. I think wasn't there one case like that I remember hearing about in December? Because I remember it was like in China, and it was just like, oh, maybe it won't come here. And then I feel like there was one like in December, and I was like, eh. And then I think there was a couple more in January. And then, so you probably did. And then people after the fact realizing that's what they had. You know what I'm saying? They're like, after they realized it was here, and a lot of people were getting like, oh, that's what I had in January, or that. Yeah. Okay, Penelope, that was so crazy. I remember being so afraid because, I mean, you know how the media blew it up. I mean, it was horrible. I mean, a lot of people lost their lives, so I'm not trying to underplay it. I lost my dad from it, so it was freaking horrible. But they definitely instilled fear in us, like, big time, and it made it so much worse. Okay. Cool, Soul. Yeah. Yeah, it was. It seems like such a long time ago, but yet it seems like it was just, wow, that was that long ago. It seems like both, because I remember just like yesterday when it happened. Gosh. The first time I didn't end up getting it till August. It would always been the end of August, so I think it was September of that. It'd be 2020, I think. Or was it the next year? Maybe I went a whole year with, I don't remember, but it was, the reason I remember it was August, because my dad died. Like, I remember we were celebrating his birthday. August 29th was his birthday, and he got it that weekend. We were going to celebrate it, but he didn't die till like 2 weeks after having it. Like, it was like a really bad strain, and he was freaking so sick. And then he got better. He was getting better. And then, yeah. And then I got it, and then we all ended up getting it. But I'm trying to think if it was 2020 or 2021. Do you guys remember the first time you had it? Did anybody have it like real quick after it came out? I remember thinking, oh my God, I'm going to try my hardest not to get it. Trying, like, at first, I don't want to go anywhere. I had to hand sanitizer, but then that was, oh my God, remember how like that we couldn't find it? It was like out everywhere. No, like I was conserving the hand sanitizer like little squirts. February. Wow. I'm sorry. Oh, I never got the vaccine either. I still haven't. Me and my mom or grandma, none of us have. But I'm just, wow. Yeah. So since then, I think I've had it 3 times, but here's the thing. I don't know if the other, maybe 3 or 4, I think just 3, but I don't know if the other one of them was that RSV or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Because I never tested myself when I think I have it. Now I for sure had it when my dad died that time because he tested himself and he tested positive, and then we all ended up getting it. And then my mom went to the hospital and she tested positive for it, and I got sick. So and my grandma went to the hospital. They all 3 went to the hospital at different times and tested positive for it. I never got tested, but obviously that's what I had because I had all the symptoms. So I know for sure at least that time was COVID. And then 2 times after that, I got something that seemed like maybe because it was like, lasted long. It was those symptoms. But all of them a little bit different than the other, though. But like I said, I think one of them might have been that RSV, and that was worse. The middle one. So like I said, I think I've had it 3 times, but I think the middle one was RSV and not COVID. That was the worst, like feeling. The first one was the worst experience because of how my dad died, and then I got it. It was just horrible being scared the first time having it and being scared and then feeling like we're quarantined in the house. Like my brother couldn't even help. We don't want them to come in and get sick. So this house was like quarantined. And then my mom ended up going to the hospital for like a week and they had pneumonia. So then it was me and my grandma. And then my grandma got sick, and she was freaking trying to go to bathroom in closets and just didn't know. I mean, this was before now she's bad, but like this was before she was really bad and she was just confused. And then she went to the hospital for one day. We had to get her because she was dehydrated. And I don't know, it was just so that the whole time was horrible. But as far as the sickness, the second time was the worst. And I don't know why I think that was RSV. Anyway, I'm sorry. I'm like rambling. Yeah. And I feel like I have talked to people where they said the RSV was worse for them. I don't know why. I forget why I was convinced that's what it was. I don't remember why, but I'm convinced. And it was back then, so it probably was. Yeah, there's so many people probably have the same kind of stories, like worst times of their life type stories when all that was going on. Because you know what I'm saying? Everybody's scared, and then you can't go see people. So if you have like loved ones that are sick, it's like you can't go see them, so it's like, oh my God, you don't know, are they going to be okay? I can't even go visit them, and it's just crazy. Yeah. Aw. Kimmy Jack. Wow, really? Wow, and you were all around it. You probably had a good immune system. You probably were getting immune to it by like being around it. Well, I'm sure you had to wear masks. Well, duh, I'm sure like big time when it happened, but dang it, that probably sucked. Essentially, you know what I'm saying? At the time, it was probably like, no, I don't want to work because you probably were scared being around people. What do you do, Elvin? Like, what would it remind me? What was it? Oh, yeah. Where do you work? That's funny. Okay. We'll do a little wind down and talk to. I could talk for a while about like just random stuff like this, but I know some people want to just get to the facts and then I'll save it for the wind down. But yeah, that's it's crazy time, guys. I feel like we probably all know somebody we lost to COVID, right? Is there anybody in here that didn't lose somebody to COVID? Or not? Is there? Because I feel like I bet you everybody has somebody they lost to it. Because it was just crazy. Yeah. Yeah. Remember the trials at that time? They were slow. A lot of stuff was put off, but they did have some trials. Remember, you'd see them with them. I'll never forget the what's his name? That one creepy guy that freaking boiled his dad's head what was his name? I remember that was during COVID because he had that mask that was like wearing that mask. He was so creepy. Joey, yes. Joey, right? Or that was ugh. Oh, really, Becky? Okay. Wow. Well, okay. Well, that's good then. That's good. There was that other one too, almost the same kind of where he killed his parents. He had a mask too. So actually, I'm having flashes of a lot of trials where during COVID when they had the stuff on, like where they were like the shields and stuff. Joel. It was Joel. Joel guy or Joel. What was his name? I don't know. It was crazy. He was creepy though. Ugh. Killed his freaking parents and then turned up the heat in the house. Remember? I don't know what the point of that was. Oh, yeah, right. Man. Joel Guy. Yep. Okay, I was right. Joel Guy. That's what I said. At first I said Joey, then I remembered when I saw it. It's like, wait, that's Joel Guy. Oh, that's what you meant to put. Oh my God, I thought you were saying that Joey guy. Oh, you were trying to say Joel guy. I think that's what made me think when you said Joey guy. I think that's what clicked, like Joel guy. But I really thought you were just saying Joey guy. Okay. um. Anyway, all right, guys, I'm gonna continue. Sorry, I'm like rambling. All right, so now we're gonna go to page. Oh, I think I already have it up. Hold on. Exit out page 3. Wait. 363. Oh yeah, I do have it up and ready. Okay. Oh, his mom's head. Sorry. I couldn't remember. His mom's head. Okay. Oh. That was just horrible. I don't know. Anyway, all right, you guys ready? Okay, sorry guys. I'm going. Yeah, I'm gonna put this away here. I can't be okay. I'm sorry guys, because I gotta read, so I can't be doing that. Okay, so let's do 363. We're gonna start with I had pretty much always carry hand sanitizer. Won't like it when I use COVID. Was that the worst thing I really have? Yeah. I remember like I had some when it happened. I already had some like, but then you couldn't order it anywhere, and then people were selling it where it wasn't like the right amount of alcohol. I guess you had to have like a certain amount. Like what was it like? I forget what kind you were supposed to. What percentage they tell you that would kill it, or like you needed above this percentage. But I remember since we only had so much and I couldn't order any. Like they were out, I would just like try to like I made sure I wanted to use it, but I would just like try to just squirt a little bit enough because it's like I wanted to conserve it. Okay, so now we're at Let me see which one this is. Checks out a guy. Wait, choke. Oh, this is the choking one. Okay. So these statements come before the incident report, but it'll explain it in the incident report. Oh, the Grant Amato. Yeah. That one too. Wait, what year was that? That was a pretty interesting case, but was that, I'm trying to think, did he have a mask on? I can't remember. I don't remember. I feel like I don't remember if he had a mask on during his trial. Was that during the COVID? Um, oh, sorry, guys. Okay, let me do this. No, I'm coming. I don't know why. Okay, so come back, people that left. I'm back. I'm sorry. Yeah, I know. I'm sorry I do that. Got my phone over there for a minute. I get too easily distracted. I just like want to keep it by me because my emergency, but I'm going to put it over there just for a minute because I'm going to have to read. Okay. I just like to keep it by me because sometimes like I need to know stuff, but I hate that I just, okay. So, all right. So I think she's, yeah, I know. And then I get like stuck on something, whereas like I have to finish the text because, or like I have to answer if I see it, and then it drives me nuts because I have to make sure, like, no, that, you know, and you just got to make sure that you answer. And it's just, so it's better if I just don't know sometimes that it's there. Okay. So where we got? Oh, Casey, hey, no, I'm just rambling and probably losing a lot of people here. Okay, so we have, these are statements. So this says 5/24/16. I think it says, oh, I got to take these earphones out because I am done with the video for a minute. Okay. So I have a little cheat sheet. It says, so this is talking about some incident, and this has to do with Wade, actually. You'll see. So this person says, I was under my cover when I come from under the cover, Jackson was bleeding from the head. Wilson grabbed him by the neck first. So basically saying he grabbed him by the neck first, this witness, Sheldrick person. Okay. And then this one's Cedric Jackson. He says, I was playing cards with another inmate when Wade then started saying I took an empty bag of coffee, which I then said I never touched nothing on or near his bed. And we exchanged words. He put on shoes as I was playing cards as he came up behind me and choked me out, I guess. I blacked out and hit. But where's the rest of it? Oh, I blacked out and hit my head on the bed rail. So he said, playing cards. He basically blamed him for saying I took an empty bag of coffee, which I said I never touched nothing on or near his bed. And we exchanged words. He put on shoes as I was playing cards. I don't know why the shoe detail, but as he come up behind me, choking me out, I guess I blacked out and hit my head on the bed rail. And there's actually pictures of him right here. So this is him. That's his head. So he's saying that Wade basically choked him from behind and he blacks out, probably choking him so hard he like went unconscious for a minute, blacked out and hit his head. It's a pretty good gash there. I mean, I would say that they could take a couple stitches, right? I would say that needs a few stitches. Anyway, all right, so he got charged a battery, simple hands, fists, feet, or no weapon. 2-1-16. So he's a suspect, age 21 at the time. Witnesses is that Sheldrick that we saw the statement. And here's the report. On January 1st, 2016, at approximately 23:35 hours, inmate Cedric Jackson approached my desk bleeding from the left side of his head. I asked what happened, and he stated that he hit his head on the bunk. I then asked him if he had been working out in this section, and he hesitantly stated, no, I just hit my head on the side of the bunk. I then advised inmate Jackson that he needed to be seen by medical, but he refused. After speaking with inmate Jackson, he immediately walked away from my desk towards his bunk. I walked towards section 8 to assess the scene and noticed inmate Jackson standing up at his bunk talking to inmate Wilson, who was sitting on his bunk reading a book. At this time, I called inmate Wilson to my desk to ask him what happened with inmate Jackson being. Oh, wait, what happened with inmate Jackson being he seemed to only be communicating with him. Inmate Wilson told me nothing had happened and that inmate Jackson came back into the section and began to vent to him. At approximately 23:55, I spoke with Sergeant Williams and advised her that I needed to talk to her whenever she comes into the pod with chemicals. At approximately 0 hours, that'd be midnight, right? I spoke with inmate Jackson on the exercise deck to provide separation of inmate. Wait, hold on. To provide separation of inmate Jackson and all other inmates in this section. I again asked inmate Jackson what happened to him, and he again hesitantly said, nothing, Officer Rule. I am not trying to get you in trouble. I proceeded on to advise inmate Jackson that this has nothing to do with me being in trouble and needed to know what happened. Let me move this over a little bit. There we go. At approximately 5 hours, so about 12:05, I called inmate Wilson out to the exercise deck and asked him what happened. Inmate Wilson stated, ma'am, I was just on my bed and he came to the area and started talking to me. I then asked inmate Wilson what inmate Jackson was discussing in the section, and he stated, I don't know. He kept saying he doesn't care and that he is tired. I then asked him if he witnessed anything, and he stated, no, I was in bed at the time. At approximately 12:10 a.m., I called both Jackson and Wilson to the exercise deck and told them that they needed to advise me of what happened. Inmate Jackson shook his head and said that he does not have an issue, and inmate Wilson stated, it's whatever. At approximately 1:30, Sergeant Tronio Williams entered the pod and spoke with both inmates. Inmate Jackson then stated he wanted to go to medical about his injury. At approximately 1:35, I advised Charge Nurse Diana Robinson of inmate Jackson's injury and advised that she needed to be seen. At approximately 1:38, Officer Thomas Randolph escorted inmate Jackson to medical. While in medical, inmate Jackson informed Nurse Robinson that he had been choked from behind by inmate Wilson and hit his head once he fell to the floor from passing out. Nurse Robinson advised Sergeant Williams of this information. At approximately 2:40, inmate Wilson was escorted to medical by Officer Thomas, for a pre-confinement screening and reclassified to Pod H pending the outcome of his disciplinary report hearing. Inmate Jackson received a notice of victim rights and remedies pamphlet and does want to pursue filing charges against inmate Wilson. Inmate Sheldrick Williams was a witness to this incident and completed a sworn affidavit stating he witnessed inmate Wilson choke inmate Jackson. So what a jerk. So Wilson comes from behind because he thinks that he stole his coffee, chokes him, and then tries to lie and be like, no. I don't know. He's just something else. I want to see what this one. Okay, this is something else. All right, hold on one second, guys. I want to see something really quick. So, hold on 1 second. I'm going to play one more video just really quick because I got to do something really quick and then we'll finish. But it's another old Wade video. Do you guys like the old ones?
A couple of.
Oh, wait, that's only a minute. Hold on. I just got to do something.
There anything about his face?
No, that's not the one I wanted. Hold on 1 second. Trying to find this one. I have all of them ready. I just need to hear. This is the one. Oh, no, that's too long. Sorry, guys. I accidentally I accidentally hit the wrong thing. Dang it. I'll just play the minute one really quick. Sorry. I exited out of everything. I swear I didn't mean to. I swear. All right, let me just do this one really quick. Oh, I have two here. Yeah, hold on. Let me put on this. And then I'll finish reading the disciplinary report thingies or whatever. Because I have a feeling this live is going to end too quick, and I'm gonna feel still being live, and I'm not gonna have anything else to do it. I'm gonna be anxious to do the Brian stuff. Well, I can get that ready actually. That case. I'm anxious to do that with you guys. That'll be fun. This might start really loud.
This home behind me was Wade Wilson's last stop before his arrest. The Cape Coral Police Department is trying to piece together Wilson's whereabouts between 10 and 11 a.m. Monday morning.
You know, up until a couple of days ago, it's been pretty quiet.
Bill Morgan lives next door to where 25-year-old Wade Wilson was arrested for burglary on Monday night. According to the report, earlier in the day, Wilson ran from police after admitting to stabbing someone. Cape PD searching for him most of the day. I went into multiple business along Hancock Bridge Parkway trying to figure out where Wilson went. Some businesses tell me Wilson was found trespassing in the area. The owner of a liquor store up the road says his sons have seen Wilson purchase alcohol there Friday and Saturday nights. The homeowners where Wilson was arrested were out of town. This arrest putting neighbors on alert.
You know, you kind of think that you're always protected and everything is going to be fine. And when all of a sudden it happens next door, you know, you start saying, you know, by the grace of God, that could have been our house. So it's pretty scary.
Wilson is still in custody for burglary and battery charges. A judge ordered him held without bail. In Cape Coral, Alyssa Dickert, Fox 4 in your corner. This home
One.
Caitlin, right after the jury made their recommendation, I came here to the Cape Coral Police Department. They're the agency that investigated the murders and arrested Wade Wilson. And Chief Anthony Sizemore tells me, knowing all that he knows about this case, he's not surprised by the verdict.
A long time coming is my first thought.
After I asked Cape Coral Police Chief Anthony Sizemore what he thought of the case, he said the investigation and evidence were airtight. But he says he feels for the families who had to sit through weeks reliving the horrors of losing their loved ones 5 years ago.
I believe in the work that was done by our detectives and our forensics personnel. I had extreme faith and confidence in the state attorney's office, but you never know when it's a jury.
The jury came back on the state's side, bringing justice to the families of 35-year-old Christine Melton and 43-year-old Diane Ruiz. They were found dead in October of 2019. Both were strangled, Melton in her home and Ruiz in a field behind the Sam's Club off Pine Island Road a few days later. A grand jury indicted Wilson within a matter of weeks, but there were years of delays, in part because of COVID and in part because Wilson kept changing his lawyers. But now he's convicted, and the jury has recommended that he die for his crimes. A long process that Chief Sizemore hopes will give the Ruiz and Melton family some closure.
I hope that today they can exhale a little bit. No action, no court action or sentence will ever bring back their loved ones, but you cannot even begin the peace process as an individual or as a family until today. And I hope today will be the launch of that.
Reporting in Cape Coral, I'm Bella Line, Fox 4.
God, Court TV, they need to stop it with their, that just blew my freaking ears out again. Dang it. I think it was Court TV with that. It's, oh my freaking God. I swear. Like, they need to stop. Gosh, they need to not do that on an intro. Anyway, like, this shouldn't be an intro. Because, you know, people have it up and it's so loud. I try to do that. I learned when I first started my channel, I got to admit, my intros and my outros, if I had like I remember I did this outro that had music, and I didn't realize, because you learn as you go, like, to balance out the audio. So I just kept it at whatever the audio was, you know, on the song compared to whatever like the audio was in my video. And I had that for a while, so people were listening to the video, and then that end outro came on and it was just so loud. They're like, ah, and I just got a couple comments and I'm like, oh shoot. So then, well, after many comments, I feel like I realized, or maybe I didn't see them, because I feel like it took me, I bet you, like almost a year to stop that. But then I ended up putting on the intro like lower, you know what I'm saying? I had to lower that volume. So people, you just got to realize, especially intros and outros, or you kind of like try to make the audio all the same. That's one thing I learned. I'm trying to do good, guys. I have a question though. So when I add music, because when I add music, I turn it down to like -15, you know, I have to turn it down because the music's always louder. So whenever there's music in my video, do you guys think it's louder than the other audio, lower, or do you think it's like pretty perfect for the sound of the other stuff? I try to make it maybe a little lower, but try to like make it even. I'm just curious if you guys noticed on like my pre-records, what you guys think. Oh, thanks, Julia. I love your picture. What is that? Aw. Wait, gummy bears for what? Gummy bears? I must have missed a comment. I love gummy bears though. Oh my god, they're so good. Oh, thanks. Little tie-dye. Like a 3-toned. Yeah, it is pretty cool. I like the colors. I haven't worn it in a while. Thank you. Okay, good. Because I really make a point to make sure that it's not gonna because I had made that mistake in the past. Plus, I experienced it being a YouTube watcher. Core TV, and there's other ones, some of the news clips, like a lot of the news channels that have that intro at the beginning, it'll be like a really loud boo, like a lot of them do that, and I hate it, or at the end. Oh my god. Maybe, you know what? Maybe we should start like doing like a like a criticism to them, like to help them if they get enough. I know they're like have millions of people watching, so they can't read all the comments. But if there's enough people commenting, they're gonna see like, okay, maybe we should start doing that. Maybe we should, guys, because it sucks because like a lot of the times that's what we'll play next because I watch a lot of that stuff. So I'm like watching another video and like that's what happened. A court TV video just popped up. So it just sucks. All right. Oh yeah, no, it's pretty. I like it. It's pretty. DY, the worst, since I'm usually up late, my TV will just start blasting. Always made me jump. Another YouTuber also had the same problem for years. She recently, yeah. You know what I'm going to do tonight if I remember? I'm going to go back and see how, like, that outro that I used for, like, the first year of my channel. I want to go see, like, how many months before I turned it down. Maybe I didn't. Maybe I caught it, like, a couple months into it. I don't know. I forget, but I know I used it for a little bit before I realized. All right, so let's continue here. Mandela? Yeah, no, Sarah, yeah, you know what they do actually? I watched a YouTube for making it. When you soak like gummies things or when you freeze gummy things, you soak it in something. You could soak it in like Sprite or you soak it in juice or soak it in like some kind of liquid, I guess. And then you freeze them like anything gummy. And then they're supposed to be really good. I've been meaning to try that. Do it with your Sprite. Yeah, or juice or whatever. Anybody tried that? No, I just saw it. Somebody on YouTube doing it. Well, more than one person doing it. I've seen it because I watched like a lot of random stuff. Anybody tried that here with gummy bears or like gummy worms or anything gummy where you soak it with something and then you freeze it? Whose birthday? Wait, who? Hold on one second. Oh, there it is. No, we didn't break up. No, what do you mean helping you read? She just read a couple for my the Wade messages just to give it like a back and forth type thing. But normally I like for stuff like this, the documents. No, yeah, she's in chat right now. Hey Songbo, you can't what? What do you mean you can't? Why do I immediately my head goes to and I hope you correct me, but maybe I'm right. My head is going to a negative place that you're saying I can't because of me talking and you can't sit here and listen. Is that what you mean? Or are you talking to somebody else? And I'm just asking nice because I'm hoping that it's not that. But I guess just when I'm reading comments and then I got the bad one stuck in my head. All right, so let's go. I'm sorry. I'm rambling a lot. I'm gonna have to do timestamps for people since I keep interrupting. But I just know I don't have a ton left to go, so I guess I think that's why I'm kind of just like talking in between. I know like this shouldn't take me that much longer to go through what I have. Whose birthday is it though? That's what I stopped to figure out. I keep seeing people wishing somebody a happy birthday, but I don't see whose birthday it is. I want to say happy birthday before I leave. Or before I start reading. Bubba? Oh, Bubba, happy birthday. Yay, 44. That's a lucky number. I heard you know what? I heard your 44th birthday is like a really good birthday. It's like a lucky birthday for you. They say that's a really good number. I don't know, I'm being silly, but no, for real. Happy birthday. Report relation. Bubba AF. Okay. Okay, let me so sorry, I was just trying to read chat a little bit. Oh really? You're saying they have mentioned it? Yes, dude. It's gonna end up like making me hurt my ears. It really is because I always have like my AirPods in too, and yeah, I feel like it's gonna damage my freaking eardrums. Like twice during this live that happened. It was a court TV freaking video that came on after I was playing whatever video. You guys, thank God I saved your ears because once I remove it from the screen, you guys don't hear it, but I still am hearing it. Oh my God. Okay. I'm going, guys. I promise now I'm putting it up. Okay. So now we're on page. Well, let's just remind what we just heard here. Wade just freaking choked out that Cedric guy. What, like, because for stealing what he said, an empty thing, a coffee bag, an empty coffee bag. But what the heck? Jerk. Oh, drive safe. Yeah. No texting and driving, please. I better not see a text in here for like 10 minutes. No, I mean, but seriously, I know it's just, it is hard to not do it, but it's like, so dangerous. It really is. All right, let me take a sip of water and then we're going to go. Yeah, that's the thing. If I don't have this, I have two computers up. So if anything is playing on any of these, I'm hearing it. You guys don't, unless if I share my screen. And then that's why sometimes I'll think you guys are hearing something because the audio disconnects. You have to share your audio and your screen. Like you have to make sure they're both checked because I could just share my screen without the audio. So sometimes it gets, I don't know, the audio somehow doesn't share. And so I'm over here hearing it, thinking it's fine. And then, you know, somebody will have to tell me, oh, wait, we can't hear. But I'm always hearing it. So yeah, it's like with those times, I wish I didn't. Sarah, you're bad. All right, but happy birthday, Bubba. I hope you have a good 44s. Yeah, I think you could do that with strawberries too, I bet, huh? Yeah, or I hope you have, I really do hope you have a good birthday. Happy birthday to you. Okay. Now what do we got next? So we have him. Yeah, so he's basically saying, what happened? Oh, I don't know. I was sleeping. I'm glad there was a witness that saw it and saw him choke him. Just like that other one we read yesterday, which maybe I'll read some of those, the reports that I read yesterday, just a few of the ones that are short, like with his cellmate. Like, what the heck? They said he took his penis out and freaking went like smacked his butt or whatever. And then he said that his cellmate was masturbating, remember? And then he jumped off the top bunk to wipe it on a towel. And he's like, nobody's allowed to do that in the same room as me. But that's not what the guy said. So, I mean, who do you believe, Wade or the other guy? Well, with Wade's track record, I think I believe the other guy of what he did, also with his track record of lying and with his track record of doing that to freaking his cellmates, doing that kind of stuff. No, but that's the thing though, poetic infatuation. Yeah, of course he's not a peach because they're all in prison for a reason, or jail, I should say, for a reason. I'm not saying he is a peach, but I'm saying I do believe Wade choked him and he freaking passed out and hit his head. And we know, you know what I'm saying? Look at the history. So we know he's what kind of guy Wade is. He freaking murdered 2 women. He R'd 3 women, possibly more. Because I'm sorry, Mila, Kelly, and that first one, I believe all 3 of them. And I don't care if it's your girlfriend, it could still happen. You know what I'm saying? R can still happen. So that's 3. Probably so many others that we don't know of. This guy is not good. So yeah, maybe there is more to the story, but I bet you it was Wade's fault if you ask me, but who knows? But regardless, it just shows you a violent side. He's choking somebody, and I believe he would do it. I believe he would go up behind the person and choke them when there's no threat to him. And it just makes sense. Like, I feel like from his history, it would be something, oh, he thinks somebody stole something, so let me go choke him out. I don't know. Yeah, I feel like I think, and then think about it. Cedric was trying to not really say anything, to be honest. He wasn't going to say anything, and they separated him, and he was almost like forced to say something in a way. He didn't want to. I know he still made the choice to say something, but it didn't come where he just came out and told on him. It was like they wanted to see, hey, what is going on? They pulled him aside because he's like nothing, and they pull him aside to get it out of him. And he's like, I don't want to get anybody in trouble. It wasn't like he was like eager to get Wade in trouble. It was like, you know what I'm saying? All right. 369 now. So the next one is going to be a resistant one where he ends up getting pepper sprayed. Resisting, obstructing. It's like, okay. So resisting officer without violence. Wait. Staff. Hold on. Victim Stafford. Oh, yeah. Suspects Wade. He was 23 at this time. Okay, so on July 12, 2017, approximately 1748 hours, while assigned to Pot L, inmate Wilson was told that he would not receive his food tray until his roommate shut the door to their assigned cell. Wilson became very disrespectful by replying, "Man, that's not my problem. What does the next man have to do with me?" I order Wilson to step out of the feed. Wait, hold on a second. I ordered Wilson to step out of the feed up line until his door was shut. Wilson walked off and said, F that shit. I told Wilson to pack his belongings after he finished his evening meal because he would be receiving a DR for disrespect. At approximately 18:01 hours, Wilson came back to my officer's desk to apologize for his actions. Oh, wow. I told him his apology was accepted and that he would still need to gather his belongings to exit the pod. Wilson became angry at that moment and replied, wait, hold on. Replied, I'm not going anywhere until you call the sergeant. I ordered Wilson to lock down and he did not comply. I came out from behind the officer station and gave Wilson a second verbal order to lock down or I would spray him. Wilson did not comply to my last verbal command, resulting in removing my spray from my holster and administering a 2-second burst of spray to Wilson's facial area. Wilson immediately spun away from me and attempted to wipe the spray from his eyes. I gave Wilson a verbal command to lock down and he complied and went directly to his assigned room. I immediately ordered the rest of my pod to lock down and pressed my man down. Wait, hold on. What? Wait, either I read that wrong or I immediately ordered the rest of my pod to lock down and pressed my man down device. Oh, I see. My man down device. I also informed Sergeant Kellen Mack 122 via radio at approximately 18:03. Lieutenant Diane Sheffield, Sergeant Monica Murphy, Sergeant Daniel Whaley, Officer Jonathan Gaffney, Officer Edward Butler, Officer Seth Gibbs, Cynthia Jones, and entered the pod and assisted securing the area. Wow. Wait. All those officers for one guy? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 or 8 people got officers for at approximately 18:08. Wait, I want to see what. Hold on. I ordered lockdown and not comply. Came from behind the officers. Wow. Okay. I just wanted to see reread it and see if did he hit him or something or what? I mean, it wasn't even anything like he just was refusing to. What do they call it? Order Wilson to lock down. Okay. Anyway, at approximately 18:08, Sergeant Murphy handcuffed Wilson and double locked them behind Wilson's back. Sergeant Whaley and Gaffney escorted Wilson to medical for decontamination. Wilson was given a shower and received a clean set of issued jail blue uniform. At approximately 18:10, Wilson was evaluated by charge nurse Ambrose O'Hyde. At approximately 18:20, Wilson was escorted to Pod F, room 11, and placed on DC confinement pending the disposition of this report. Wilson received a DR for the charge of 916 disorderly conduct. So that's that. So now 9/22/2017, sick injured person. Let's see what this is. Yeah, 9/22/2017, inmate injury illness, redacted. Victims, suspects, witnesses, nothing's listed. Wait, does that not have the? Yeah, that's I don't know. Whatever happened, it will probably be medical or something, but it doesn't even have a name, so it's others. He probably was listed under others, and he must have had some injury or illness, I guess. All right, so this is 9/5/2018. Assist other agencies. Others, we have Tibria. Wade Wilson is listed as other. He's 24 at the time. Excuse me. Okay. Narrative. 9/6/2018. Hold on, I want to see something. That's 375. Yeah. Okay. On September 5th, 2018, at approximately 18:26, I responded to the area of Municipal Way to assist TPD with a foot pursuit. TPT officer Tibria Howard was engaged in a foot pursuit with a white male who was wearing a white t-shirt and a camouflage shorts. I observed a white male who matched the exact description running northeast through the city of Tallahassee gas pumps. Wait, he had a white shirt, camouflage shorts. Okay, he was running from them. I pulled into the parking lot and exited my patrol vehicle, which had its emergency lights on. I gave chase to the subject and gave him verbal commands to stop running. The subject continued to run and began to scale a chain link fence, approximately 15 feet in height, which had barbed wire across the top. The fence enclosed the city of Tallahassee fleet work area. He climbed over the fence, fell to the ground, and continued to run northeast through the parking lot. It should be noted the fence is marked with no trespassing signs at various points. I then helped TPD officers maintain a perimeter. Once access was gained to the fenced area, I helped search for the suspect. The suspect, later identified as Wade Wilson, was located hiding inside of city of Tallahassee work truck. Remember we were reading the other one? It's either out of order or this happened again, or this just was kind of out of order and it's a part of the same report. Because remember, he was hiding, he jumped over the fence, I think, and he was hiding in a work truck, remember? Dang it, I don't know what page. I don't feel like scrolling up to see if it's the same date. But anyway, maybe I will after. Yeah, because I'm almost done, so I will after. Let's see. So TPD officers took Wilson into custody and charged him accordingly. Hold on. Okay. Next one is resisting officer without violence. Oh, this is the same one. Yeah, 9/6/2018 is the same one. Okay. Is this one of those that I just repeat? Let's see. Which means there'll be something added. Oh, no, this is different. So this is actually after they arrested him. That's right. Same incident because they arrest him. And then this is what came after, right? So on September 6, 2018, at approximately 12:02 hours, while assigned to mail booking, myself and Officer J. Please heard a disturbance in cell 104. Officer Please responded and found inmate Wilson in cell 104 being very animated about the time he spent in booking. Oh my Lord. Animated, okay. Officer Please told inmate Wilson to just have a seat. We would be taking him up shortly. Inmate Wilson didn't like the answer he was given, so he claimed he needed medical attention. Oh my God. Officer Please asked the nurse to stop what she was doing to check inmate Wilson. After seeing Nurse Tanya Taylor, she let him know that there was no emergency and that he would go to medical when he left booking. I gotta put some chapstick on, guys. My lip is like so bad. I feel like it's hurting me a little bit. Hold on. Put a bunch on. I really put a lot on. Why not? Okay. All right. So they're saying no medical emergency here. So it says, so then he would go to medical when he left booking. Inmate Wilson, still quite animated, was observed by Sergeant Dent 118, where she reiterated the same thing that Officer Please and Nurse Taylor told him, and added that she had just signed off on his folder, so it would not be long. At this time, it was decided I would take him and 4 others up by medical and then classification. While in the medical awaiting the charge nurse, Willingham, Wilson and another inmate started talking about having to wait and being classified for confinement. Hold on. Sorry, I felt like, you know, when your mouth's dry, I could hear it in the mic, and I know it drives people nuts. I'm always worried about what, like, other people, like, okay, they're not gonna like this, they're not gonna like that, like, people that have little things that bother them, so because of that, it bothers me, like, when I hear it on myself. Because I want people to enjoy listening, you know? Alright, so where are we at? So there, yeah, she was gonna take 4 of them up, right? While in medical waiting, the nurse Willingham and Wilson and another inmate started talking about having to wait and being classified for confinement. I pointed to the signs in the medical and let them know there's now talking in medical. There's no talking. I'm sure, yeah, it's supposed to be no. Wait a minute. So he's saying that while in medical, the charge nurse, Wilson, so 3 of them, two inmates and the nurse, they were talking about having to wait and being classified for confinement. And then I guess the nurse pointed out to the signs in medical and let them know there's no talking in medical. These 2 inmates continued to talk, so I placed both in medical holding cell until they could be seen by the charge nurse. Oh, he was talking when he shouldn't have been. Bad. What, Chief? Oh, thank you, Shelley. That's a good compliment. I appreciate that. Hello, Stella. Stella Blue. All right. Where are you at? So at approximately 20:23, after the 4 other inmates were seen by the charge nurse, I brought inmate Wilson out. Nurse Willingham and Nurse Frank, while after being well advised, took their time in their assessment and covering all bases before clearing inmate Wilson for confinement. Inmate Wilson didn't like that. Okay, hold on. So basically, she was clearing inmate Wilson for confinement, and inmate Wilson didn't like that and demanded to be seen by Nurse Michelle Schaub. Wait, so did all these nurses have nicknames? Because when I heard Christmas, but then it says Nurse Schaub, so why do they call her Nurse Christmas? I'm confused here. And then the other nurse had a weird name. Like, what was it? No, that was Nurse. What's that? Oh, I'm Monique Willingham, but that sounds like that could be a name. But what was that one? Maybe it was a while ago. There was a nurse name that was like, wait, what's that? But yeah, I guess Nurse Christmas is just, wonder if it's because she gives them whatever they want if they're good or something. I don't know. She brings them presents or something. Like, how did she get that nickname, Nurse Christmas? Anyway, let's see. Dr. Excellent. Yes, Carrie. You remember Dr. Excellent. I was like, yes, I want that doctor. Yes, there is a Dr. Excellent. Well, thanks, growing up Oreo. Casey Christmas. Oh, that's funny. I mean, yeah. Okay, so where are we at? Oh, we're right here. Wilson started walking down the hall in medical in a compliant manner when he saw Nurse Christmas and suddenly changed directions. He suddenly changed directions as if to get to her. I immediately stepped in his path and told him to stop and walk back the other way. Wilson would not comply, so I grabbed inmate Wilson by the shirt and attempted to escort him down the hall. When he made a second attempt to turn back, I stopped him in the front hall door that leads to the waiting room to medical and put handcuffs on him with the assistance of Officer Kendrick Ross. I was wondering, like, shouldn't they already have handcuffs on him? Because he's acting up a lot. He keeps getting in trouble, not listening. And now you're going to be walking, you know, down halls with nurses, women and stuff. Like, I feel like he should have been in handcuffs anyway, because how he was acting. That could have turned into something, you know what I'm saying? That could have been not good. Anyway, at this time, Officer Please walked in medical with another inmate needing medical clearance. We then exchanged inmates in an attempt to get Wilson to calm down. Officer Please and Officer Ross escorted Wilson to classification, where he said, "I beat him up." So now he's claiming this officer beat him up. I'm sure there's cameras everywhere, right? I don't know. Sergeant Kevin White was notified. Pictures were taken. Inmate Wilson was then escorted back to medical and assessment by Nurse in Willingham, then escort to Pod E, room 7, without further incident. See nurse's progress report for further information. Oh my God, this guy never seems to amaze. Or wait, hold on. Not amaze. I don't want to use that word because no. All right. So next, this will be the last incident, and then so this is burglary or home invasion from 10. See how it does go in order? So that's why I don't think that. I think that was a different one where the same thing happened, where he ran from cops and jumped a fence, and well. That's so specific, though. You run from cops, you jump a fence, and then hide in a work truck. I don't know. It could be, though. Anyway, 10/2/2018. So think about this. This was a year before the murders. Well, the murders were 10/7 and 10/8, 2019, because it was like the night of the 7th into the 8th, right? So yeah, I mean, this was like a year, basically a year before the murders. It's not long. I mean, that's just it is. Okay. A lot of signs that this guy was dangerous. Anyway. All right, where are we at? So we have so units disposition. We had 3. It looks like 4 units. I'm going to read that. I think it's, what do you call that? The radio of them talking. What is that called again? I forget what it. The cops are talking to each other. So I think this is what this is from, them talking about, this incident with Wade. Let's see what they say. Wait, what? Oh yeah. Backup report. Intoxicated person. Marchman Act. All right. So, while this is in the morning, 8:52 a.m. No, but Poetic Justice. The movie. I love that movie with Janet Jackson and Tupac. Oh, Poetic Infatuation. No, maybe they did it to show that there is no injuries. You know what I'm saying? That could go the other way too, because if he claims that, and then they say, well, shoot, we have nothing to prove either way. He claims that they take all this pictures and see no injuries, then it helps the officer in his officer's case. Like, look, he has no injuries on him. It could go both ways. So I don't necessarily agree that something happened because they took pictures. I think they would want to take them either way to cover their butts. You know what I'm saying? All right. So male running in the house, stating that someone is trying to kill him. Male appears to be on drugs. Male running, stating that someone's trying to kill him. He appears to be on drugs. Blood all over the then fence. Male jumped the fence and ran into the house. Maroon shorts, no shirt, black short hair. Dog inside with white male. Complainant. That's what it is. Into the complainant's house, right? Complainant. Isn't that what they call it? Complainant outside. Male running in the complainant's house, stating that someone is trying to kill him. Male appears to be on drugs. Maroon shorts, no shirt, black short hair. Male stated the people are coming from 2 streets over. Male running in the house, stating that someone's trying to kill him. Oh, this is saying the same thing. And then subject Steve Austin. So it says he's saying people are coming from 2 streets over. Subject Steve Austin. Yeah, this is actually a little bit different than that other thing I read. The other one I read was like the radio of them talking back and forth. I'm not sure this might. I'm going to read more of this to see. But do you remember? It sounded just like it. It was like the transcripts from it. The reason I thought this was because it's set up the same. But let's see here. It doesn't sound like a conversation though. So, well, maybe if they're just talking, like no weapons, subject standing on the porch with complainant's friends. So, I guess it was Steve Austin. Isn't he a wrestler? Let's Steve Austin. Isn't it Stone Cold Steve Austin or something? Let Steve Austin freaking taking care of him. See, Steve Austin came like a little bit after I was still watching wrestling when he came on, but he was like WCW, I think, when he first came. I was watching WWF, and it was like a little bit after that I was really into it, because I was like really into it when I was in like, you know, growing up, because my brother was always in it. Like, I mean, old, like Hulk Hogan, Andre the Giant, freaking, what was that one guy? Iron Sheik, like different, Jimmy Fly Snuka, those. But then I watched it into like up to like maybe 8th grade freshman year. And then I just, yeah, it's like Bret the Hitman Hart. Why am I talking about? Oh, because Steve Austin. So subject Steve Austin, no weapons. And I know I have a lot of wrestling fans and old wrestling fans in here, because every time I talk about it, I have people like, yes, I watched it. Such a good entertainment. Undertaker, yes, where he goes, flips up his hair and then has the whites of his eyes that he holds up. He used to scare me though. Like the mystery of him though. He was like I always loved watching him because he's just like so mysterious in a way where it's like, ooh, like scary, I should say. I don't know. Yeah. And then he did that with his eyes, and then he just the Paul Bear that was like, ooh. Rowdy Piper, Jake the Snake. Who else? You remember the Bushwhackers? They were like, they were such weird guys. The Rockers. I like the Rockers. And then Bret the Hitman Hart, and oh my God, what's his name? The blonde. Sean, help me out, guys. I had a huge crush on Bret the Hitman Hart. I'm sure a lot of you did. He would give his glasses away, and I always wanted them. I got close to getting it. I know I told the story, but I was so close, because he looked at me and my friend Timmy Joe. We both say, nope, he was going to give him to me. Nope, he was going to give him to me. But he looked over at us. We were like in the front. He looked over at both of us. I feel like he was contemplating giving it to one of us. And then a little mom with her little kid yells from like, the people were just like kind of like over there. It's hard to describe, but like, so he comes this way, and then she yells, and she's like holding the kid, and he gives them to, of course, the little kid. But he puts the glasses on you. Shawn Michaels, yes. Brutus the Barber Beefcake, yes. What else? I'm picturing, what's the guy? God, I haven't thought about it in forever, really. I'm trying to think of the other names. It was so entertaining. It's so good. It was good. Ric Flair. That he was more WCW when I was watching it, but woo, woo, he was weird. What is that? Well, we'll talk about it during wind down. British Bulldog, Triple H, Sting. Okay. See, when I was watching it, Sting and Steve Austin, they were like WCW. At least when I was really into it, they might have came into the scene, but I was like more into the WWF at the time. And then I feel like then it eventually kind of merged, and it wasn't it. And then now WCW is bigger or something. I don't know. But when I was watching it, WWF was the big one, and WCW was more the smaller one, if that makes sense. The Rock, yes. But The Rock was after I was really into it too. But I still know some of the big ones just because, I mean, I think we all know who a lot of the people are, like the big ones. But The Rock was basically after my day too, like that I was really into it. And same with John Cena was after I was really into it too, Sarah. So like I said, 8th grade, freshman year is when I stopped like being like into it, where I would go to them and stuff, where I'd go to the matches and like really be into them. But I grew up with 2 brothers. So like they were always growing up, they were always watching it. I mean, we were always ordering the pay-per-views and always watching it. So I don't know, I just got into it. Roddy Piper, yes. He was good. I liked him. Tito Santana, yes. What about the clown? What was his name? Hold on. I got to see him live when I was like at a match, because I remember, because it was when we were close, and it was really something that sticks out. But now I can't even think of his name. What was that clown? What was his name? I can't think. No. Oh, I don't know. It's not anything you guys are naming. No, there must have been more than one clown. No, I'll have to look it up. All right. What about Warrior? Oh my God, what was his name? I picture him. I could see his face. Ultimate Warrior. The Ultimate Warrior. That's him. I liked him. He was pretty good too. Who else? I don't know. And then what about Brett's brother? What's his name that died doing a stunt? Oh my God. Why can't I think of his name? The blonde. Help me out. Brett's brother. Owen Hart. Yeah, he died. He is that, I forget if is that, yeah, isn't that on? I feel like that you actually could see it on video, right? Who else? Jake the Snake. Yep, I said him earlier. I like Jake the Snake. He'd have that snake. Yep. Yes, that was him, Hartley. Yep. That was him. But I'm trying to think if it was actually, I think it's on camera. Yeah. See, that was after my time. Like after I was really into it, he was, but I know who he is. And he was like WCW at first, I feel like, wasn't he? All right, guys, I'm going. I'm sorry. Well, let's talk about that on Wind Down, because I could talk about that forever. It brings back just like good memories, and I love that a lot of you guys know. I mean, did anybody watch it back when like Andre the Giant? Because I did, because of my older brother. So like those days with who are some of the other ones? Andre the Giant. Oh my God, hold on. I have to look them up to remind me. But that era. Hulk Hogan was even in that era, because Hulk Hogan's been around forever. Like Jimmy Fly Snuka, he was back then. What's that one guy? The Iron Sheik, but there's that other guy. I don't know. All right, I'm gonna stop for now. But we're not done. Sid Vicious. Okay, Rick. Yeah, Rick Rude. That's right. Roller derby. Okay. I never watched that, Sarah. Big Boss Man. That was the one I was trying to think of. I was picturing him. I couldn't remember his name. Yes. Yeah. Okay. Yep. Yep. Jimmy the Superfly Snuka. He used to fly across that ring, man. Dang it. Wasn't there one like the 1-2-3 kid? He was like, I feel like he wasn't around like a ton, but I remember him because it was when I was watching, like when I was prime time when I was watching it. I don't think he was around too long, but he did stick out for a minute. Yeah, George the Animal Steel. Oh, come on, Suzanne. We're just having fun. Too much WWF SmackDown for me. Oh, okay. Well, go ahead. I hate it though, because I feel like I can't even like stop and talk about fun stuff because I don't know, just get people to just can't stand anything but if I'm talking about weed, but it's okay. I get it, I guess. I just always feel like I can never do it because I have to make sure I just stick on topic. Okay. I'll do it on wind down, guys. So I don't want to make anybody mad here. Okay, so where are we at? Oh, thanks, psych therapist. I know, God forbid, like, you know, my pre-records, the one time I did like a minute where I was talking before I got into the stuff on the pre-record, and I got like crap for that. It's like, it's literally a minute. People are silly. People are silly gooses. Okay, so where are we at? No weapons. Isn't that funny? It's because of this right here, Steve Austin. All right. No weapons. Subject standing on the porch with complainant and complainant's friends. AAVXT Blountstown, whatever the heck that means. Male running in the complainant's house stating that someone's trying to kill him. Male appears to be on drugs, saying the same thing. Maroon shorts, black shorts, or maroon shorts, no black, no shirt, black short hair. Sorry. People are coming 2 streets over. Steve Austin saying the same thing over and over. I'm trying to see if there's anything new here. Required EMS, maybe that says. Detained at this time. So subject got detained. Wait, let's see. That's 8:57. So it took at 8:52. So it took him 5 minutes from the time he was running into the house to detain him. Okay, good job, cops. Good job. Where are we at? 8:57. Oh, that's why, because it keeps repeating the time. Hold on. Austin is negative in CGIS. No one with a close date of birth. Wait, let me make sure I see what this is doing now. Okay. So anything after 9:03, because if any other stuff's going to be, see the times. I didn't even catch that. Sorry. I don't know why it's like set up this way here. So anything, I could just look at the time and skip through. Here's a new one. On TTY SOS233. Whatever that means. Wilson also Florida history with no warrants. I don't know how possibly he didn't have any warrants in 2018. I guess just in that county. I'm sure he had them in Lee County or something. Wade negative for local warrants, but extensive history in possession of firearm by convicted felon. But they're saying no local warrants. Okay. Wilson also Florida history with no warrants. Hold on. All right. EMS transporting, following. All right. So here it is, the burglary home invasion. So like I said, it's about a year before the murder, 10/2/2018. He's listed as a other for some reason, the age 24. But let me see, is there anybody listed as no suspect? None, but other. Okay. Same with Janice's. Harley Jane, 18. Let's look at ages. I should start looking at, I wish I would remember to look at ages on like the witnesses or people that's there to see if there's a lot of minors or underage or young people. So, but anyway, we got 53, 18. Scott is juvenile. There you go. But it doesn't say how old, but he might have just been, who knows what his part, maybe just a witness. 10-2. Okay. On October 2nd, 2018, 8:52 a.m., I was dispatched to Mage Lane in reference to suspicious incident. Redacted advised an unknown white male jumped her fence and ran into her screen porch. The male stated someone was trying to kill him. Upon arriving on the scene, the subject was identified as Wade Wilson. Mr. Wilson was highly excitable and sweating profusely. He advised he was at a residence nearby where several subjects made him feel threatened. He said these people were never spoke to him. Oh, sorry. He said these people never spoke to him, but they were acting like they were going to harm him. His story changed several times, and he never could describe how they threatened him. While interviewing Mr. Wilson appeared extremely jumpy. He continued looking out the roadway and stated several times they're coming. Deputy Littlefield made contact with the residents at Tidwell Hills Lane, where Mr. Wilson was staying. The resident there, Harley Radabog, advised Mr. Wilson woke up abruptly stating they're out there, which at that time, only her mother and small children were in the residence. Wait, that's a girl? Hold on. What was the name? Oh, Harley. Okay. So he must be staying. Is that his girlfriend or at the time, maybe? I don't know. But he was a resident there, so he was staying there, right? So she said he woke up abruptly, stating they're out there. But the only people that were there were Harley's mother and small children were in the residence. He then jumped up and ran out of the residence. Miss Rodabaugh indicated that he was under the influence of an unknown substance, but she did not know what he took. Due to Mr. Wilson's paranoid, delusional behavior, it was evident that he was unable to make rational decisions. Based on his actions, it appeared he posed a significant risk to himself or others. He was taken into custody under a Marchman Act and transported to TMH by ambulance. Upon arriving at the hospital, Mr. Wilson was highly agitated and had to be restrained. He was also sedated. Redacted advised she did not wish to pursue criminal charges in this case. What is the Marchman Act? Let me see. I never heard of that one. I know they got the Baker Act. So the Marchman Act allows. Oh, yeah, here you go. It's the Marchman Act is a Florida law that allows for the involuntary or voluntary treatment of substance abuse. It's also known as the Hal S. Marchman Alcohol and Other Drug Services Act of 1983. Someone is severely impaired due to substance abuse. Someone has lost control of their substance use. Someone has threatened or inflicted harm on themselves or others. How can they be submitted be under Marchman Act? How can someone be admitted? Protective custody, emergency, a minor. Anyway, okay. So there's two more things I'm going to do. I want to actually, not tonight. That's all I'm going to cover, guys, for Wade stuff tonight. So now I'm doing the wind down. So if you got to leave, you could leave. But I am going to, well, before you guys leave, I think after I get off here, is all saying here, because I was about to say, I'm not going to do a long wind down because I want to do a pre-record of the Wade incident. So, since these are two really long lives, I'll condense them into just the Wade incidents. But so the coming up, I want to do the next one. I want to do the Brian Winchester and Denise Williams stuff, and then I want to do the 2014 R, because like I said, I did get a few new things with that when I ordered some files. But so I feel like I want to go over that, so that'll be like a whole video itself, and then I'm gonna do that new case, Allie something, because Rich said the mother wants to come on and talk. It's kind of old. It's from 2010, I guess. It looks like, because I just looked in the title of one of the things, and it said she stepped off the bus or something in 2010 and has never been seen. So it looks like just a disappearance. I don't know if you guys would be interested in that. I feel like the Brian that case, that might take us a couple parts to go through all that, to be honest. And then yeah, I got some things ordered I got something from the Wade case still ordered, and then also from another case. I feel like there's cases that are ordered that I even forget about. You know what I'm saying? That haven't responded, and then they might show up. An email might show up or something. And then besides that, I want to think of some other ones to order too. So that's kind of the stuff coming up. But I want to look up, what was I going to look up on the wrestling? Remember? Oh, the clown thing. Hold on a second. I got to look it up. I don't think he was around long, but he was around during the time I was going to the match live. He was very entertaining. I forget his name. Wait. Hold on a second. I'm really confused now. No, that's not. No, it's not. Hold on. That would be around the same time. That Doink is coming up under the same time, but I swear that's not it. That wasn't his name. But it's like 90s. That would be the same time I was watching. That name is not familiar at all. Like, not even at all. I thought it was something else, but it does kind of look like him. Hold on. It does, but it doesn't. I don't know, guys. Maybe it was. Did he have a different name at one point? Wow. I'm not convinced. I feel like there's somebody else, but maybe. Anyway, who is your guys' favorite? Yeah, because there's no other clown that comes up when you put clown wrestler. Wow, that's weird. Why that name just does not ring a bell at all. Huh. Well, you guys were right then, because it has to be. It has to. Huh. Interesting. Wonder why. I don't get it. Why that's not, to me, it's like, no, that wasn't his name. Like, why am I forgetting that? Why isn't it connecting, you know? We should do like a wrestling trivia. Let me see if there's a good wrestling trivia thing. But it's probably depends on what time period, you know. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? Hold on, guys. Let's just look up wrestling stuff for our wind down. Hold on. I'm going to look up my time period that I was really, well, no, there's two time periods. There's like back in like I said, the Andre the Giant thing, where I was really young watching it with my brother, all the way up till like the 90s time frame. So I guess, yeah, let's just look up all of it. I want to look up the old ones when I was a little bit younger. WWF. Okay, hold on. Hold on one second. Wow, it won't even come up. It's saying, do you mean WWE? What? No, I don't mean WWE. I know that that's the big one now, but sorry, it used to be WWF, used to be the big one. All right, hold on. I can't believe it says that. That's making me mad. Hold on, guys. Andre the Giant. I'm scared to play videos because it'll get freaking, I'm sure, copyrighted possibly. But let me do pictures. Hold on. Let's just like, let's have some memories here. Ultimate Warrior. Oh my God. I liked him. He was good. He was really good. Macho Man. Macho Man. I feel silly up here, guys. Macho Man. His voice cracked me up. Oh, yeah. And Elizabeth, his girlfriend, remember? Oh my Lord. Oh. Let's see, 80s. Look up, like, we'll do 80s and then 90s. Oh my God. I want to look at some of the ones I was thinking up in my head. Let me see if I could. Oh, wait, I didn't mean to do that. Gosh darn it. I meant to exit out of this stupid thing. Okay. Jim Duggan. Jim Dugan. I do remember. Some of these. Sergeant Slaughter. I remember Sergeant Slaughter, Vince McMahon. Yeah. Freaking Tito Santana. Remember Tito Santana? I even remember Nikolai Volkov. Some of these I don't, but I do remember a lot of them. But I'm looking for. We're going to work our way up to the 90s then, and then I'm trying to find. Wait, there's got to be more. Where's the rest? I want to find. Dang it! The one I was thinking of in my head is still not here. I want to find him. All right, we're going to go back then. Hold on. Yeah, here we go. Andre. Bulldog. Undertaker. Brett the Hitman. And then you guys, so this is Brett. Flair. Freaking Hulk. Macho. Ultimate Warrior. Rowdy Piper. Mr. Perfect! Remember Mr. Perfect with his toothpick? Oh, wow. Thank you, Melissa Melise. Thank you for joining in 10 memberships. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I don't know why I'm singing, but you get a little song for you. For you. Woo! Any wrestling fans, you guys get it. And then anybody else, I look like an idiot. All right, let's see who this. I even used to go to Glow. There's the girls wrestling. Glow, at least at the time, was what it was called, where I would go. And there was a person, a big woman, I forget what her name was, and she used to eat raw meat. She did. And I remember after the champion girl fought, and after her match, it was like the end. And I remember we all went, they invited us on stage, and we all went on stage, and the stage collapsed. It collapsed. The stage, it's not a stage, the ring. I called it a stage. The ring collapsed. All right, let's see here. Oh my God. All of Shawn Michaels. Wow. Hold on, let me get into another one. What is this? There's Macho Man and Elizabeth. All right, let's do Macho Man, Hulk, and Andre. 3 like legends in the wrestling right there. Let's see, 30 best old school. Let's see what this says. Oh my God, Andre the Giant. Okay, there's the girls. Glow, look. I was just talking about the Glow. That, yeah. Let's see, Machu Picchu. See if they talk about the one that ate raw meat. Let's see if I could find it. Brutus the Barber, Beefcake. The Iron Sheik. I remember him. He was old, like from like back a long while ago. Oh yeah. He used to be in the oh my God, what were they called? It was Bret the Hitman Hart and him. They were the when they were the paired up. Oh my God, what were they called? Oh, it'll probably say right here. Right? Wait, hold on. What am I thinking of? Am I thinking right? When they did it, right? Wasn't he paired up with why isn't the name coming to my head? Hold on. But then, hold on a second. I'm thinking of like 2 things and oh, the $1 Million Man, Ted DiBiase. I remember him. Jake the Snake, his big snake. Yeah, what were they called? The tag team. I forget what they call themselves. The Heartbreakers. Thank you. I love the Heartbreakers. And then they branched off where Bret went by himself. Yes, but I used to love them when they were together. And then, yeah. Oh, yeah, Sarah, he was in that. Yep. I forgot about Ravishing Rick Rude. He was the one that would like, he was like so cocky. He'd be like, oh. Or even Mr. Perfect was like that too. But remember how he would like, what would you call it? Like he would be like almost arrogant. There you go. Arrogant pretty boy. Yeah. And he just act like, yeah, enticing women and promises of sexual. Yes, that's, yep. He was funny. They all have their own characters. Rowdy Piper, Mr. Perfect. Oh, Kurt Hennig, I guess, before he. Oh, I remember Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. I remember him. Dump Matsumoto. I do not remember that one. Dump Matsumoto? Huh. Don't remember that. I don't remember that. Oh, it's because Japan? Yeah, I don't remember. No. No. Wait, is this all? There we go. There's Bret. Bret the Hitman Hart. Ultimate Warrior. Yes. I don't remember him. Huh. Do you guys? Nick Bockwinkel? No. No, I don't remember him either. Dusty Rhodes. I remember Dusty. Macho Man, of course. Andre the Giant, of course. Ric Flair, of course. Hulk Hogan, yes. Hold on, we gotta have more. Oh, remember him? What was his name? Oh my gosh. I forget. I don't remember. Okay, we got Randy, Hawk, Andre. Let's see if there's anybody we haven't talked about. Ricky Steamboat, Road Warriors. That's right. Jake Robert. Okay, Shawn Michaels. It's all the people we've already talked about. Hold on. Junkyard Dog, Davey Boy Smith, Sergeant Slaughter, The Iron Sheik. Yeah, Bam Bam Bigelow, Jesse Ventura, the Honky Tonk Man. That's right. Brutus Beefcake. Owen Hart, he's the one that died right here. Miss Elizabeth. Road Warrior Animal, King Kong Bundy, George the Animal Steel, Paul Orndorff, Big John Studd. Yeah, I remember them actually. Tito Santana, Bobby Heenan. No, I don't remember Bobby Heenan. Jimmy Hart, yes. Jimmy Snuka, Gorilla Monsoon, Greg Valentine, Hillbilly Jim, yeah. Mike Martell, Arn Anderson, Haku, Nikolai Volkov, Kamala, Yokozuna. I remember Yokozuna. Got to see him live. He used to do that where he go like the oh my god, I gotta quit. Dynamite Kid, Lou Albano, Coco Beware, Demolition Smash, Harley Race, Mr. Fuji, Sherry Martell, the Bushwhackers. They lick each other's heads. They were so weird. They'd be like, and then he'd take their head and lick it because they had bald heads. Oh my god, they were so funny. Hey, Hossein. Demolition Axe, the Wild Samoans, Rocky Johnson, the Barbarian, Wendy Rick. Who's Wendy Richter? No, I don't remember Randy Richter. I don't remember Tony Atlas. Oh, Mr. USA. I don't remember him. Huh. Marty Jannetty. I remember him. He was the other rocker. That's right. Shawn Michaels and Marty Jannetty. They were the rockers. I used to like them. They were good because I liked the rockers and I liked the heartbreakers. They were like, especially the rockers where they're really good, like flying through the air and like doing very like, what do you call it? Athletic or like very bouncy or what's the word? Like they just flew through the air a lot and like did like fun, like more like athletic stuff. I can't think of the word right now, but they were fun to watch. Don Morocco, Bob Orton, Erwin R. Shyster, Barry Windham, One Man Gang. I don't remember One Man. I don't remember that. Vince McMahon, Hercules, Dino Bravo, Bob Beck. I don't know if I remember. Yeah, I think I do actually. The Fabulous Moolah. Do I remember him? Freddie Blassie. Yeah, that guy. Michael Hayes, the Warlord. Hercules Hernandez, Slick Ken Patera. Oh, there's a lot. Danny did there. Oh, that was a good page where they showed like a lot of them. Huh. Anybody want me to look up specific? Hawk and Andre the Giant. Legendary. That reminds me of that show. Wait, what was it? Wait, oh my God, what's that show where they're like legendary? Oh my God, you guys don't mind me. I'm in a crazy mood. This wrestling's bring back memories. Yeah, he was weird. There's the bushwhackers. They're like, oh my God. You met Jimmy Hart? How I Met Your Mother. Yes. Thank you. Watermelon. Yesterday? Wait, what? I don't even know what you mean, watermelon. I'm confused. I didn't have no watermelon shirt on. Hey, Rooftop Jitterbug. Nice to see you too. What are you guys? You guys are confusing me. I didn't wear this yesterday. This does? Or yesterday's did? I am confused. There's Brett. There's Brett. I wanted those glasses. You could buy like the fair. I had a pair, but like to get them from him, and he actually puts them on you. And most of the women had crushes on. So, oh, memories. Silly. Yeah, what was his name? I can't think. He was scary. Like, I remember he intimidated me. Why can't I think of his gosh darn name? Help me out, guys. He was a scary guy. He had those weird eyes. Something with his eyes was just like, whoa. I don't know what's with me. I'm in the weirdish mood. Don't mind honky tonk man. Honky tonk. I'm going fast, sorry. Remember the cage matches they used to have? Those people, they'd all be all bloody. All right. Oh, wait, let me put 90s. I don't know. I think that filled in when I was just looking up wrestling. Yeah. Do the 90s. 90s. Here's some good lineup here. Undertaker. He's got the eyeliner on. Is that what it's called? Why won't that go all the way? All right, I give up. It won't go all the way up. Or is that all the way up it goes? No. Oh, my Lord. Sorry, guys. All these pop-up ads because yeah. Look how old he got, dude. Ric Flair. Look what he looks like now. Dang it. It makes me feel old. Look, this is what I was talking about when he does that with his eyes, with the whites of them. He'll like put his hair down and like flip his hair up. So have his hair and then go flip it up. Like basically flip it so it goes in the back and have his eyes. So they're the whites. If anybody doesn't watch wrestling, oh my God, it would be so scary. Yeah, because he was so mysterious and like, ooh. I liked him though. He's like a bad guy, but I liked him because I liked watching him because he would scare me. And like how you like to be that feeling of being like kind of freaked out. That's why I think people like horror movies or paranormal movies. Oh, Kane. See, this was a little bit after my time of, I know who they are, but I wasn't watching it like I really, by that time when all these people came, some of these people, I shouldn't say all of them because I definitely was watching when Undertaker was, but Undertaker's been around forever. Is that Yoko? Yokozuna? Yokozuna. Oh yeah. What's his name? The other guy. Hold on. Wait, I hate this. Pinterest. No. Why does it keep taking me to Pinterest? I don't want to be there. Dang it. Oh, remember him? What's his name? He's the one with the toothpick. But didn't Mr. Perfect have a toothpick too? But this guy would do the toothpick. Wait, which one would like, they both had toothpicks, right? But what was his name? He was such a jerk, but entertaining. I can't think of his name. Hold on, it'll be under here. So we got it better. Because I mean, that was the main, that was the page I clicked on. Razor Ramon. Yes, Razor Ramon. My God. Oh, Can you imagine, like, then, like, if anybody sees them out in public, it's like, do you like they're known for that character, so it's like, um wait, what's going on? Wait, whose action figure? Razor Ramon? Razor Ramon. Razor. Oh, you too, though. You got a lot of stuff too that I gotta see though, because I swear about the toothpicks. I want to know if they both did. Didn't he? I don't know. Okay, who else we got? The Road Warriors, Roddy Piper, Royal, Ric Flair. Okay, this is all the same ones I just want to have. Oh, China, she died, remember? Yokozuna. I feel like Big Boss Man, Diesel, Bam Bam Bigelow. That's who I was trying to think of in that picture. And I was like, who's that guy? And then when I clicked on it, it was gone. The Bam Bam Bigelow, he had like the flame tattoo on his head with the fire. Got Mr. Perfect. Gold Dust. Lex Luger. Remember Lex Luger? Oh my God, it's too much. Big Van Vader, yes. Tatanka! I used to love Tatanka. I feel stupid up here. It makes me want to do like some of the stuff. Oh, the tomahawk. He was good. I liked him. Jerry Lawler. I didn't like him. He was like a jerk, I feel like. Road where's the beefcake? The Godfather. Hardcore Holly. I don't remember Hardcore Holly. Huh. IRS. I remember him. Carried a briefcase, right? King Kong Bundy. And remember a little person. What? You could put on fingers. Oh, put on fingers? Oh, really? We used to have, it's funny because when was it? Just like last month, my nephews were going through some like old boxes downstairs and they were playing or they're looking at like the old wrestlers, like when Tony, my older brother, had them. Like they're pretty big though. They were like, I mean, they don't make wrestlers like that anymore. Like they were like this big, but they weren't plastic. They're like rubber, like almost like really. They're still good today. I mean, how old are they? And they're like really solid. And he used to have like a ring, and I remember playing with that. We'd play with the ring, like it was like a cool, like it looked like a real ring, and he had like oh my God, what were they? What was the one? Like a lot of the old ones, the wrestlers, I can't even think now. And then Tommy, my younger brother, got some then too. But then by that time, it was just like those little, like, not as well made wrestlers. They were like, so it's like if you wanted to fight the old wrestlers with the new, it'd be like you have like these big rubber ones and then these little plastic ones that, I mean, they're like the normal size at the time. But no, I didn't know the finger ones. I'm trying to think, did I see any finger ones? So you're saying there's like finger wrestlers? Finger puppets? Hold on a second. Is that what you're saying? Finger wrestlers. Hold on, let me look it up. I can't think of who he had. Like, I could picture him. What was his name? The one that I'm thinking of. I don't know. I know. How are you guys gonna know, right? If I can't like, yeah, look, this is like, probably like the regular size wrestlers, but or this, but the old, let me see if I could find like the ones that Tony had, my older brother, that we still have. Now that this would be like the ones my little brother had. By that time, they were just like normal. I'm trying to think, what did I hope they didn't throw them away. Cause like, no, Mom, don't, like, if they don't want them, like, don't throw them away. There's like memories and I don't know. They don't make them anymore. Sorry. I accidentally hit the ones. Or wait, I exited out of. I hit the wrong button again. I'm trying to look for the rubber ones they had, and gosh, man, it's almost like I can't find them because maybe they were so old and rare. Like they probably were only around for so long. I can't tell if these are it now. Hold on, because you can't tell what they're made out of. Is this plastic or rubber here? Hold on. 1 second. Oh, here. I think these are rubber. So it's going to be hard for you guys to tell because these don't do it justice, but we actually had this one. And look, it's wore off. These are bigger than they look. So these actually aren't, they're like probably like this. I mean, they're pretty big. So they're not like, see, you look at it and you can't tell. It looks like they could be those little plastic ones. They're not, because we actually had this one. That's a rubber one. Unless if they made a plastic one like that. That is like, I think these are the rubber ones too. Yeah, because we had him. Yeah. But you just can't tell the size like that. I'm pretty sure they're the rubber ones. They sure do look like it. And we had like this cool ring. It looked like it was like a real ring. Well, I guess my brothers did. Well, I played with them. Here's the finger ones. Oh my God, that's hilarious because there's a hole in their butt. Wade would love these. Oh my God. Whew. God, I should call it a night. Yeah, I do. I should because I got to add. But wait a second. I got to find the rubber ones. Hold on. Finger wrestlers. Oh my Lord. Are these? Wait, those don't, are these it? Yeah, this is thumb. Didn't it? Are they? I can't, those, see, look, you can't even tell the size. Like those look like the big rubber ones, but I guess they're the, I can't tell how big those are. Are they the rubber? Oh my God. Look at rubber. That is ridiculous. That just, look how big his right leg is. Why is his right leg bigger than his left? I don't like that. Wait, him too. Why are they making the legs look huge? Oh my God. What? They're doing it with all of them. It must just be like how they like enhance, or what's not the word enhance, but I can't think of the word. How they do it sometimes with like heads or. All right, so where's the rubber finger ones though? I want to know because yeah, I guess it says thumb. You can't even tell though. I want to see them on somebody's finger. Okay, thumb wrestlers. I don't think we had those. Oh my God. I don't know. Me? I don't have to ask my brother if he remembers. I don't think. Let me see what the video consists of and see if I feel like I could play it. But I would hate this whole video to get copyrighted for this freaking video. And yeah, I could cut it out. But the only thing is then we lose the live chat. And that just sucks. Wow, Iron Sheik is in the commercial. Here, let me show you guys if you guys want to watch it. Go ahead and watch it. I don't want to risk the copyright, but let me share the link. Go to the article and you see. Oh, you guys can still hear it. I accidentally freaking. Wait a minute. I don't know. Am I muted? Well, you guys can't hear me? What was that? You guys, what's going on now? I forget what I was doing. Hold on. Oh, thank you. Melissa. Oh, Melissa, that's you again. LGN brand were the big rubber ones. Oh, cool. Thank you. Did you have some? Thank you for that. Yeah, what I was gonna say is if you go to that link I just sent and then click on it, you can watch it. I recommend if you guys are a fan of well, even you find it funny because it's like an old, like not probably from the 90s or 80s or something commercial, and they're like the thumb and they're like wrestle, they have kids wrestling. It's so funny. Oh my God. Yeah, I know. I thought I was confused. We're good. Yeah. I just thought that I had, for some reason, I was thinking because I saw somebody say, like, was it somebody, Sarah or somebody? I don't know. Maybe more than one person was saying about something about being muted. Oh my God, I can't talk. So I was thinking that was what you guys were hearing, and then you couldn't hear me for some reason, but it's okay. All right, so hold on. Let me do this. Let me remove this. Watch it and then laugh with me. I should have had you watch it at the same time I was gonna watch it, and then we could laugh because I was cracking up. Oh my God. You can't beat the good old days, really. I smell like an old lady talking. Remember, like when old people, no, your parents or somebody would like talk about like, oh, the good old days, and now it may when you're young and it's like now we're talking about it. All right, let me see. LG, yeah, yep, that's them. You're right. We had the Hawk. I think we might have had Rowdy Piper. Wait, no, that was not him. That was whatchamacallit. Okay, now I'm stuck. Oh, wait, who's this? Why do I feel like I should know who this is, but it's so funny that it doesn't look that much like him. Who is that? I know I should know this. Just tell me, somebody. Who's this guy? Because it doesn't even have a freaking name. Okay. Is there more? No. I want more. Look look at more and see which other ones we had. We definitely had a Hulk Hogan, but we did have him too, but we had other ones. The one guy that, that's why I keep wanting to look, because I'm trying to find the one that we had so I could get his name. I could picture him, but I can't think of his name. I am on a, oh my God, I almost just exited out of this again. Why do I want to keep hitting the over button on this page, which will take me right out of StreamYard? I don't know why I keep wanting to hit that. But I did it twice so far. In a normal day, I never do it. Oh, thanks, Mel. Vintage 1984 too. What do you mean two? Hold on, LG and rubber. Let me look up. Hold on. I want to do. Oh wait, I meant to exit. I'm hitting wrong. My brain is not connecting with my fingers. Okay. No, you would have. I need to find it. It's making me really mad. It's making me mad. Okay, yeah, we have that. Lot of 7. Okay. Hold on, guys. Wait, hold on. Oh my God. Animals steal. Why won't this go? Oh, because it's already up. Look at his hair. Like, oh my God, it's funny, kind of. All right, hold on, guys. I'm on a mission. I'm on him. That's who I was trying to think of. Nikolai Volkov. Yes, we have him too. Random, huh? I'm glad I stuck it out because that's who I was trying to think of. Nikolai Volkov. Oh, now I don't have to worry about it. Thank you. Thank you, Melly, because the LGN I think helped because I put that in and then it brought up the act, like narrowed down the thing. A Zab action figure. Rubber ones though? 1984 vintage. Are you talking about the rubber ones, Melly, or what? Or are you just saying to hold on? I'll just do that, I guess. Okay. Oh, I remember them. Wait, what were they called? Hold on. The fabulous ones. Wait, why isn't it? Yeah, look. Oh my God. It's kind of funny though, if you think about it. I don't know. Like what they're wearing and then get the belts and the bow ties. Oh my God. Oh Lord. Okay, guys, I gotta go. I wanted to edit that really quick. Oh, I gotta do timestamps. That's what I want to do since I stopped so many times and talked. I want to timestamp it down. This is addicting, though. I just keep wanting looking at them. But I should be looking in chat and hanging out with you guys. But I kind of am, but I'm missing a lot of chat. Hold on. You do, Elvin? Oh my God, that's so funny. I never would have pictured you. Isn't that funny? You never know who was a wrestling fan. A bobblehead. Oh, tie-dyed shirt and uh hey so. Oh, I remember that. Yes, I remember that. Oh my God. I know, Sarah, right? Kanji. That's funny. Oh my God, I remember Stretch Armstrongs. Do you remember that? No, I didn't see any. They might have popped up when I was searching. You never know, but my brother had one of those. The Stretch Armstrongs. Like, those were addicting to just like stretch. I want one now. I'm getting that urge. Like I could almost feel it. Like what it feels like. Ooh, I want one. Wonder if they make them anymore. Oh, thank Millie, Melissa. Thank you. Wow, thanks. So wait, I think I understand what you're saying. You're saying that you think maybe that's what the ones that I was talking about. Is that what you're saying? I was thinking you were just saying to look it up just because it was cool. Hold on, let me see. But you're saying to look it up. Because that might be the ones. But I almost think the ones that came up with LGN, I think they're LGN. It came up when I put LGN to search. I didn't notice what brand it was when I clicked on it or whatever. Those look like the ones though, so I think you're right on that. But oh, that comes up too. So I don't know. Maybe the LGN came up, but then when I clicked on them, I don't know if that's what I was clicking on. But either or, I mean, they were the rubber ones, and they were the big rubber ones because I do think the rubber. They made rubber ones that were smaller too. They were more the size of the regular figures, but because I feel like I think Tommy had a few of those ones, but the big ones were the ones Tony had, but I bet you they had both, even the old ones. I bet you they made little ones too. But I was referring to the big ones, yeah. They're like very sturdy and they like. Yep. Which way? I think we had him too. Hold on. Yeah, I think we did because you know what? I think we probably had all of them at one point because I think they only made so many of the big rubber ones. I think they only made like, you know what I'm saying? Just to not like a ton. And I feel like we probably had all of the big ones, I mean, because I feel like we did have him. And the thing is like that wouldn't be one that like I feel like that Tony would pick. So it was probably just the ones that they had available. All right. Anyway. All right, guys. All right, guys. Look how old this is. $29. Look at how dang, ours was in better shape than that. But we did get a lot of use out of it. We played a lot with it. Yeah, these aren't it. No. Oh, those are the finger ones. Oh my god. It just looks so funny from behind. Oh my god. Oh yeah. All right, yo. All right, yo. I gotta end this because it's already going on 4 hours and I gotta timestamp it up, Ern. I gotta timestamp her up. So there's no messing around. Like I said, I am gonna be doing a pre-record on this stuff. So look out for that. And thanks everybody for watching. And in the stretch, your son? I hope you didn't eat the stuff out of it. Oh, when after like years and it got old and you outgrew it. I remember we cut into one. We cut into it. You know what I'm saying? Once you got use out of it and it's, then you get a little bit older and it's just like, oh, we're done with it. We either throw it away or we cut it open and see what's inside. I remember cutting it open and I'm sure we all did that, right? With all that stuff, that kind of stuff where it's like, what's inside? But before you throw it out, you might as well see, right? We did. All right, yo. Hey, she builder. Wait. Oh man, Debbie, did you start this live with your morning coffee 4 hours ago? It's so early. I'm just in time again. Said him with my cup of coffee. That's true though. Wait a minute, because normally it's only 11:30. So I started at. Wait a minute. How is that? Oh, 3 hours. Okay. I was thinking it was 4.5 hours, but it's 3.5. Oh, she builder, you always come as I'm ending. But you could rewind or you could get here earlier. No, I know some people are dizzy and they are dizzy. Did I say dizzy? Whoa, I don't know. I don't remember. Did I say dizzy or busy? Because I meant to say busy, but I feel like I said dizzy. But why did I say dizzy? I don't know. But some people are busy and can't come. And I get it. Or you don't get the freaking notification. And you know what makes me kind of mad though? You don't get the notification. Like, let's say I put the notification up like 6 hours early. They don't put it out until a half hour before the live starts. That's when it goes out, which is weird. At least that's what it was used to be. Is that how it's going for you guys? That's what it normally should be, I think. Pretty sure I read that somewhere and that's what it was, but oh well. Splash Tan Kid Cabbage Patch. Yeah, ENG. Yeah, I need to stop dragging it out. Just end it. All right. Good night, guys. Yeah, 30 minutes. Yep. Oh, wow. That would probably be worth money. Yeah, it has been. It was. It's like, yeah. I feel like, yeah, I know it was fun. I'm like thinking. Yeah, she builder. I don't watch a ton of ways of. I know. Well, watch my next one. I'm gonna be doing Brian Winchester. Yeah, he's a part of it a small way because they met in jail, but it's actually another case. It's really interesting. So you should check it out. If you see that it's the Brian Winchester or Denise Williams, that'll be like a actual case too. So I want to do that next. Elvin, thank you for coming. Alsane, my mods, Soul, Sarah, undo the bell, then click it all. Yeah. Thank you, Melly, for the super chats and gift membership. Or wait. Membership and gifted memberships. And that's about it, I guess. Oh yes, pound puppies. I had my pound puppy. I loved my pound puppy. I could picture it right now. So cute. I had it forever. Like I feel like I had it forever. Like not that like I was one of those kids like that I just had it like where I had it like as what a teenager and it was weird, but I did have it. Not that I like I just kept it. You know what I'm saying? Like I had it in my room, but it was so cute. I didn't want to throw it away, you know? But I could picture where did it go? Because I don't think I threw it away. Oh my God, guys, I gotta go. Reminiscing. No, I think we had Rocky and Bullwinkle, but I didn't. Is that a show, right, or something? I don't know. I mean, I've heard of it. I just never watched it or whatever it was. No, I don't think it was on Only Canada though. I don't know. Who knows? But it does. I have heard of it. I have Pillow People. I don't know. Why does that sound familiar? Pillow People, but I can't think of what it is. That almost sounds like a horror movie or like whoa, that was weird. All right, guys. It's been real. It's been fun. It's been a good night and I wish somebody was here and they could just push end for me. I don't know why I have such trouble just ending it. Like I feel like I can't just end it because I have to I have to say one more thing and then I can't explain it. It's just weird. It's just hard because then when I end it, it's like I don't know. It's really hard to explain, but it's hard for me. The Bears in the Clouds. I don't know. Yeah, I gotta look. Hold on, Pillow People. Why did I have to look that up? Because I swear that sounds like a scary movie or something. Pillow People. Oh God. Oh, okay. Well, hold on. I'm going down this rabbit hole. No, I can't long because I can't. But they're cute. I actually like those. Look, Full House. Oh, she had them from Full House. These are cool. Dude, I could see mine wearing tie-dye. I like that. Those are cool looking. Oh my God. Sarah, I need one with your face on it. Remember? We could get our faces. Oh my God. Oh, that's what we need. Dang it. Look. Shoot. You got to send me a picture. Wait. How does that work? No, I would do one of me. That's right. Never mind. No, for you, but you need to, yeah, give me, I could do one of you. Oh, look. Pillow Doll Comfort Companion. Oh my lord, I like all this stuff. That's what's yeah, that's true. I do a picture of you. I know. See, I could get a picture of you on here. But I'm trying to think what picture I could put. There's a lot of good ones. That could be good. But then I want to do a gift for you though. So you would have to show me your favorite picture, what picture you would want of me on here, and then I can make you one of me. I don't know. Shut up. No, I'm just joking. I'm being silly. All right. Wasn't Jesse gonna make something like that? Oh, that's true. Yes. Wait a minute. Don't get that out of my head, because then I don't want to think of that. Yeah, nope. I'm not even thinking of that. I like these pillow people. They are cute though. But yeah, this is a cute idea. I'm gonna save that. Hold on. Let me remove this. I'm gonna send this to me because I like that. Hold on. Let me hold on. I'm gonna email myself this so I have it. Oh, that'll work. Oh yeah. Okay. Itchy, itchy. Oh my. Oh, look at this one. It looks like a little sad plump. I don't even know. It's cute. Oh, for people in the military. That's kind of cute. Well, I mean, that's funny. Oh my god. There, I need one of that as Sarah, just your face. All right, I gotta go. Bye, guys. Good night. Yeah, doesn't it, Sarah? Oh, hey, conspiracy theorist. I'm just now seeing you. Have you been here this whole time? All right, guys, I really gotta go. Bye, everybody. Have a good night. See you guys probably tomorrow or the next day. All right, bye. Brian, though, that'll be the next one. So please, you Wade people, come back because it's a really interesting case. I call you Wade people. But it really is. And then, oh my God, there's that. No, I'm going to leave it alone. I'm going to leave it alone. I got to go. All right, bye.